Do our little check. Make sure we're doing good. Actually, is audio's working, I think. Okay, we're good.
When she needs to.
We're good,
You need to get a couple Cokes and put them in the icebox. You should have done that when you got that brought
Put some chapstick on.
Whoop! Smack him lips.
This is a medicate. This isn't just Blistex. This is the shit that's got like the not menthol. What is it? External.
Eaters off.
This word gets me every time. I think it's analgesic. I don't know. Analgesic. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I know the word you're talking about. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
It has anal on the front. It's literally analgesic.
I have several questions. No.
Analgesic, maybe?
Is your roof fan open? No.
Anal, get shit. I don't.
It's word with letters. Oh, that's what's wrong. That's why I'm so yellow. Where's the fucking cord?
Over here speaking Elvish at us.
My Govanen.
Alright, audio on the YouTube is good.
Alright, good. That's what I like to hear. Well, that's what I like to hear, but not hear. Preferably have that muted in the background. That'd be really fun to listen to this stream, the entire stream back to back, looped through for the next couple hours. Okay. Let me allow me a brief 2 or 3 breaths while I decide which of the songs in this 19-song playlist I want to use to recap. Let's do... I know what we'll do while we recap.
Aha. I backdoored my way in here. You can't keep me out.
Ah, yes. That, now I forgot. I got far enough out that I did forget, but I still have the link. There you go.
How dare ye?
How dare I?
How dare ye?
How dare
he? I see a hammy stiff, I pounce.
I love our fucking room name. I'm so glad I got that. I would have it no other way. That is stiff, sir, and hammy.
I like my hammy.
Alright, let's bring the fucking stream over to the fucking thing. Make sure I put it on the right screen.
Spit everywhere.
There we go.
Vulcan.
Alright, everybody, are we ready for a recap?
Yeah.
Alright, let's recap.
I hope we get a rest, because goddammit, I don't remember what spell slots I used.
So,
I lost that paper.
4 experienced adventurers, along with the Adventurers Guild, were recruited for a job, a special job. Jobs that had been coming in for the last several years since the war started, and Travis Buckwheat had assigned the guild to assisting the Empire. Jobs that come in, take a few adventurers out on a special operation, essentially creating a non-military based special forces, which is pretty cool. And they pull them in, they do a job, they go back, they stick around. It's up to them, depending on what's going on and what the individuals feel. One member that is off and on present, Paladine, is who you were assigned to go and find. You came through a tree, found Paladine after a brief moment of intimidating a poor peasant soldier. And
how dare he try that?
Put him in his place after Paladine also put him in his place as well. And then you were led through the camp. Came together in a war meeting, decided on a plan of attack. And that is where you found out about the war turtle. And then the fight began. The party ran into onto the battlefield after watching from a watchtower afar. Coming in, shots fired, spells were let off, pencils were lost, papers were lost, but we made it through. We made it through. There might have been a little bit lost as well, but I don't judge. You fucking vice is vice, baby.
Already taken care of for this weekend.
I'm not doing that for a while. I can't anymore.
So, we entered the battlefield. Some of us entered the small fortress on the back of the war turtle. Spells were let off.
Surprisingly empty.
It was surprisingly empty.
No kidding.
Even though it
There was a
wasn't, you
fortress
just
in the
managed to
hallway, that was-
not find them all, and then fireballs killed most of them, and then the others just died in the tipping over of the turtle, or in the other
Flamethrower
massive
didn't
blasts,
hurt anything either.
as well as dying in the rest of the battle, anyways.
No, motherfucker.
Because here's the problem with killing a war turtle: it becomes a moving fortress. It starts as a moving fortress that just becomes a fortress. Which, wherever it is problematic, because it becomes a point of, like, who's gonna move, can you move a war turtle? I can't. Anyways.
Trapper was prepared to make that roll if it came down to it.
So-
No matter how impossible.
The party, what did
would've burned
you
it away
guys
eventually.
do after this particular fight? Let me switch to that particular
I'm
battle's
gonna
sort of
go with-
starting theme.
I'm gonna go with Odin suffered a concussion and is gonna need context clues as to what he did. He doesn't remember.
You are at 3 health, sir, out of 40.
I noticed that.
Jeez.
My
You
bones hurt.
did a shit ton of damage to said turtle with fireballs.
My magic hurts too. That would explain that.
And then didn't it, like, burp out gas?
Yes, it spit out a vaporous, basically propane gas, more or less, that then got lit on
methane.
fire. Yes, methane.
It literally is called
Got
methane
lit on
breath.
fire and go boom. So that's how he got down to 3 health.
So
And that was even with your resistance to fire damage that Odin has.
I don't think I have. I don't have resistance. to
Oh,
fire
I
damage
thought he
yet.
did. I thought
Not
he did
yet.
already.
Level 6, baby.
Oof.
There's a reason I asked, aside from myself, if we were going to possibly level up in these levels.
Like
Well,
rest.
my dragon probably would have strafed everything, all the enemies, while it was waiting for us to gather back together. So there's probably flame breaths going off from my dragon.
Oh yeah, the occasional further away, fitting due to my weak ability to make that sound effect. But about roughly that sound.
Trapper would definitely take, like, some scale pieces from the war turtle as a trophy.
All right.
Oh no,
so,
I plan on fully plan on collecting that shell when we're done.
And put it in the
And
trophy
that's a
room.
big shell.
it is a big shot.
That's gonna
Very
be
big.
my house.
That's like
That's kind of.
I'm a gnome. That's
that's
gonna
a
be
that's
my
a big
house.
That's gonna be a big house. That'd be a big house for a normal person.
I know.
I'm making mention out of a goddamn war turtle. What about you, stupid?
It's like that's 65 by 65. What's that in square feet?
Oh shit.
Hang on, I got my calculator.
It's like 130, right?
4,200 square feet.
Yeah,
There's a
that's not-
42. That's a big house.
Yeah, shit.
That's a big ass house. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Good idea. I like it.
I like that too.
Because like, if you think about it, you would technically only need some people to be able to lift it, I think, to be an object. I don't know if teleport. It depends on how teleport works, and if you can find somebody
Well,
who can do it.
I said afterwards because I'm going to hollow that bitch out with some fire. And then
I'm talking about making it truly an object in the sense of being able to teleport it. If you're able to lift, I think I'd have to read how teleport works because I don't know if like the size of an object
that's why I
comes into
said
it.
I was gonna hollow it out anyway because that would lower the weight.
Right,
How long
and I
now?
think
Just
as
somebody
long as
quick
somebody can
move,
hold
pick
it
up.
up, you should be able to teleport with it.
How long to slow roast his once mobile home?
Anyway, That will be collection. I've asked the general for that. After as spoils of war, at least. But I probably would have started heading back and trying to get everybody else to head back to try and rest, because that was a wicked thing. I didn't figure another big one would start immediately.
Yeah, Trapper's is gonna collect Odin, who's probably like sitting on the ground, like singed.
Moaning in pain.
Yeah.
I feel like I forgot something important, and I don't know what.
Well, with the strafing runs and the taking down of the turtle, you notice that the mist has cleared on the other side over the lawn, and the trebuchets have begun flinging flaming oil sacks over onto the other side, and begin to light the elven forces on the other side that are gathering in the lawn on fire, among other things. Ballistas and other fun weapons of war are being used to mutilate one another.
Is it bad that I almost tried to complete what you said a second ago?
As they continue to mutilate each other on the battlefield. As you return to camp, it does become a sort of distant kind of din in the background. Let's see. I need a different sort of.
I figure I would have told the general basically we needed to get back and recoup before something big happened next time. Otherwise, we weren't going to be ready because we were hurting and almost spent.
Trapper would probably put Odin to bed and then go get some drinks, whatever alcohol they have available in camp. He'd probably get some for him and Odin. For the party.
For the inside ouchies.
Well, would they have anything at camp?
They probably have. They probably have.
He probably would have latched onto my dragon and not let it go.
I'd say probably some clearish liquids of sorts. Special makeup in the north.
You know it's good if it can disinfect a wound.
Precisely.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
as it is one of the medics that actually brings it to you.
Trapper. Yeah, I was about to say Trapper definitely would have found a medic because he knew they would have had strong shield.
Oh yeah.
Funny
enough,
yes,
that medic is also a cleric.
Going for a bit of a rest.
It's medical grade. Good. I try to apply it and I just chug it.
I'm imagining it. I think it's probably like a half elf of like, I don't even know. Probably like Shadar comes in.
You chug the first shot. Pour the rest of it on your leg.
You don't see most of the clerics of Shadar are typically like medics like this. Comes in and is like, wait. All right, yeah, that's good.
Definitely our kind of medic.
Oh yeah. Fist bump.
That's a fucking cool religion.
She kind of winks at you guys. She says, "Enjoy that, boys."
Rest time.
Chug.
Odin drinking, then sleep, please.
I'm hurt, but I'm sitting up, and me and Trapper playing shots. We're just.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, after a little bit of drinking and resting, you do hear from a distance, as the troops begin to draw closer to the camp, and you hear the marching. I don't like the marching. Where's the footsteps? I need the footsteps. Sure. You hear like the footsteps of the soldiers returning to camp, and the cheering begins. The sounds of victory. And celebrations around the camp begin.
Mazel tov.
Did we win?
As you sit there and begin to settle down for the evening, though, there is
The fireworks in the background are my dragon flying around doing dragon breath in the air.
there's a flash of lightning, of a possible storm, and a shadow of a figure standing at the opening of your tent.
Ah,
Trapper would probably like walk up and see who it was.
Entering at the perfectly angled candlelight as he walks in, kind of hitting the side of his face, you see Paladine with like blood streaking all down his face and over his armor. A very obvious like cut like right across the head. Of which
As he walks in, Trapper offers him what's left of his medicinal alcohol that he's been nursing.
he kind of waves at you like that.
You
And,
look like you need a stiff drink.
See a few of the daggers are missing, the great sword is gone, and the war pick is currently like the pick part is like broken off, and he's like leaning on it as like a sort of something to prop himself up on. And he looks at her and he says, "No. Be in the general's tent in the morning." He just kind of looks around. Good job.
Hello, sir.
Trapper just nods.
thank you.
Then he just kind of. I don't want to say he
Odin
hobbles because
salutes.
he's mostly fine. He's he kind of
Casting mending on his war pick. War pick.
Oh, it's gone. Like
And
it's
if
completely
Oh, it's
gone.
shaved off. Okay.
Yeah, it's complete. He broke it
Come on.
off
Yeah, that wouldn't work without the other piece.
with use. You take it by
Casting
the
on it,
sight of that
just
war
fine.
pick that he doesn't discard weapons unless they are broken, like done. Like he can get no use out of them. So you can't help but think of
Enjoy
like,
your new
what did
staff,
he-
sir.
What did he do to that poor great sword? So the fight for the lawn ends, and the next part begins. You wake. It is sunnier today. The clouds have broken, and you get bits of blue in the sky. Smell of fresh rain, as well as it had stormed
Your
in
long
the night.
rest?
You all get a long rest.
Nice.
You all wake to the sound of a page sticking his head in. My lords, the general's tent is gathering.
Ah, dang.
What
Already?
state of being up or still asleep are you all in?
I feel like Trapper would be up pretty early, just
Up,
because
yeah.
I doubt I feel like he would have like greeted the page as as the page stuck his head in. Trapper probably would have been like right there.
I probably had a book over in a corner reading by candlelight or something with it in the tent somewhere. Because I probably would have been up.
Odin just sits up, doesn't use his arms to get up. He just like full core sits up, but just the wheel is spinning, but the hamster's dead. Yeah. He's looking around for a cup.
Physically, not mentally.
Trapper
I did-
hands him his big flask, his never-ending flask.
Mm-hmm.
I need some coffee.
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 I want to say that like I'm waking up, but my hair's all like it's all staticky and
Oh, your
fluffy, doing that.
Feathers are just
yeah.
like sticking up.
So then like I kind of just do that thing where like I yawn and then just put my arms in the air, and then they're like I just cut like static out, and then the next second I'm up.
She's got feathers just doing this and that. Oh my god.
I stand up, put my book up, summon my dragon from over where Odin just sat up from.
All right. So the gathering has begun. I've just noticed, you sneaky little shit. One of the captures on OBS is like hiding behind
Mhm.
the battle map thing. Where is it? Come on. I'm trying to click on it. You little shit. I see you hiding back there. Hang on, it'll take just a quick second. There you are.
You can't get me now.
There we go. There. That got it. That got it.
By Jove.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million. Anybody? Anybody?
Mhm.
All right. So you rise and
Follow the
begin to
page.
follow the page. There's the occasional horse passing by. There is a scuffle of an active camp all around you. It's actually nicer today too. A little bit of the blue of the sky. You hear some birds singing. You pass one of the blacksmith tents, hammering away at the poor, mistreated weapons of the battle yesterday. And make your way for the tent of the generals, where business is to be conducted for the day. Where'd it go? There we go. I had to find my spot in my notes. Alright, so you enter the tent, and once again it is all of the generals. It is Paladine, it is that black cloaked figure that looks relatively menacing. But is sitting quietly again, as all the others are standing still. Some of them are sitting today also. A couple of them are sitting. Morning plus stress equals, you know, some people gotta sit down in the morning. I'm one of those morning sitter downers. I like to not be standing when I'm not all the way awake. And you also notice a figure in cuirass with a little bit of chainmail, it looks like, that is being worn underneath the cuirass, and like a blue, kind of a darker. It's a blue. It's just a blue, very standard blue, but on just on the lighter side. That's how I'd describe it. A woman wearing this armor with that kind of blue cape and an eye patch. Her hair's all tied back and pulled back. And she has one very long sword slung over her back. And the other is a shorter, smaller sword at her side. And she looks...
That should have been pointed out at you.
Pretty serious. Pretty badass. Looks like she's here on business. Paladine sees you all enter and looks around the table. Did we all get enough rest?
Use more to drink if you have it.
I've been drinking.
Surely there'll be a bit of spirits to lift you up before any more fighting is to take place.
Spirits
Actually,
this early in the morning? I couldn't. I'm too old for that.
he looks around and he waves somebody over, and they bring Trapper a glass, very finely poured. Smells like brandy, probably. And he assesses the table again. So, we move into the next phase of the plan, where we actually take this fortress. We're going to take the early portion of today and begin building what we need to enter the fortress, as well as the siege engines needed to breach the front gate, which is solid stone, dwarven stone. And he looks at everybody as if like reminding everyone, dwarven stone. This fortress was built by dwarves, so it's tough as nails. Nothing will simply just break if it's made of stone. So, the next portion of the plan is to draw the forces to the front of the fortress. First we start with an assault on the front. We use our mages to shield us as we move forward. And we'll do what we can to prevent them from being able to hit us. There's no telling what they'll do. We have to stay clear of the water tunnels on the front of the fortress that are used to hose the battlefield down and wash troops away into the chasm. They'll probably try and use those against us. The next part of the plan is where you four come in. He looks around. I need the tent to be cleared. Generals, commanders, guards, out. Except for you, Frissa. And the woman with the blue cape nods. And there's a bit of a bustle as all of the generals and the different guards that follow them empty out of the tent, all kind of like giving strange glances at you. And then Paladine finally sits down, and
I'm giving strange glances around.
motions for you guys to come and sit at the table. And he says, "Fucking high-ass pricks don't want to sit down, so I always have to stand up, because I have to remind them that I'm in charge. I hate being in charge." So, the next portion of the plan is where you all come in. I need you to somehow infiltrate this fortress. And we've spent time in research, learning of different ways to do this. As a matter of fact, he leans over and he says, "Picard!" And you see an elderly, kind of simply robed wizard enter. He's got the kind of your old man wizard robes that kind of go all the way down, just about to the ankles, and he kind of hobbles in on a cane. "Yes, my Lord Paladine. Join us. Have a seat." So, there are several options for you four to get in. The first two, Sealor here spent a lot of time searching for. The first being, well, the one where you join him, and you will take small water vehicles that are enchanted out to sea, climb aboard a ship that is inbound that we know of, and infiltrate the fortress from very low down, putting you a decent ways towards your target. The second option is the other one that both Sealor and our engineers found. Sealor leans forward and he says, "You will have to climb down the cliff, and there are tunnels, one of them of which is the very first one to the north. Entering this tunnel, there will be a way to find another tunnel and the various sumps to pump water out of the base of the fortress. They found leaking problems whenever they were originally building, so they use these tunnels to pump the water out. So, you enter through these tunnels, you find the right one, you can drop down into the fortress exactly where you want to be, or close thereabouts. And that is option 2. Option 3, he looks back at Paladine. Paladine looks at Bucard and he's, "You can teleport in with me. Although, I don't know to what purposes different areas of the fortress are being used. An area that I remember and would be able to take you to would be a sort of officer's quarters. It's been some time since I've been there. General Atkins and I oversaw the building of this fortress, and I carried various messages day to day from here to the capital. Oh, it was wonderful. You should have seen the lads then. We were training some of them here as well. General Atkins had just begun to train them, and he's meandering, and he's not going to stop until somebody stops him, by the way. And we began training troops, and it was wonderful. And Paladine's like,
All right, old timer.
Alright.
puts his hand out. And he's
All
like,
right, old timer.
Thank you.
Back to the fortress.
Thank you, Bucard.
I was about to say, Trapper's still in shock that he asked for booze and they just brought it to him for free.
I can't help
He's
it.
like,
He's just
you
been
just
staring
gained a
at it
point
the
in
whole
my
time.
book.
I'm imagining Trapper is like, after everybody took a seat at the table, is just sitting there staring at that glass. Just like the opportunities and possibilities. It's just
Oh yeah, he's not forgetting that. He will remember that.
knowing the right people is helpful. So your options again: sump train, stowing away on a ship very carefully in the middle of a battle. By the way, I might add, all of this will be taking place during a battle. Or teleporting in with Bucard. All have their issues.
What's the biggest issue with the underwater route? Because that one actually piques my interest.
Well, it would not be underwater. It would be on top of the water. We have these machines that I had enchanted. They're called water gliders. They carry you over the top of the water. Nice and smooth. I should take one home with me. Put an algon on it. It'd be quite funny to watch that very political man, high and mighty, thrown down from his station, have to get on a water glider and skim over the water. His fancy robes. Anyways. Yes, we would be going over the top of the water very carefully. It will be hard to notice. We'll move very quickly. And we will climb atop the ships and hide somewhere.
I like the idea of the water vehicles or teleporting into the fortress itself.
What's the issue with the underground route?
Which underground route specifically?
Like option B.
The goal on all of them is to get underground. Paladine, I should continue
Climbing
explaining.
down the cliff thing.
Paladine leans forward and he says, so the goal is to get as far down in the deepest reaches of the fortress. The drawback of the sewers, it's not sewers, that's what I have it written as. I've been trying to change it to sump everywhere that I can because it's not a sewer. It is specifically to pump out water from the base of the fortress so that it doesn't get flooded. The problem there is, so if I say sewers, correct it mentally. We don't know what's in there. We don't know if there have been creatures that have moved in. The tides come in, huge waves come splashing. Who knows what's ended up in there? They don't bother the people inside the fortress. That doesn't mean that they'll bother people. They won't bother people that are coming from without.
So we might run into a fucking crab. I don't see the issue so far.
So basically, that would be an option of speed, having to do as well as have it, because we would have to worry about the tides coming in up to a certain point, and then we would have to deal with monsters probably before we get to the fortress.
If we're looking for the quickest, it would probably be teleporting in.
That would be.
But it could be dangerous. We don't know what we would teleport into.
But he doesn't remember fully what's over there, and there's no telling if we would teleport into a room full of people.
He doesn't know what's there now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So we can
We
just
don't
immediately activate fight or flight.
So we can take the time to go under and sneak in that way, because it's going to be too loud up top for them to hear us battling the monsters below with the battle going on. So we wouldn't have to worry about stealth once we got down to the tunnels anyway. If we do the ship one, then we'll have to hope we don't get spotted going across the water, and hope we can find a spot big enough for each of us to hide on the ship until it docks. And pray we don't get caught. I'm not a good sneaky, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
I'm
either.
I
fine
think we
with
have
any
issues with
option,
sneaking.
but I have 2 left feet, so anything that involves me needing to be quiet, I might trip over something.
So I
thinking
would
that-
say either the teleport or the underground through the tunnels.
Yeah,
That would be
same
our
here.
2 options.
I
That
think
would be
that's-
best for us.
I'm leaving it up to you guys. I have the hit points to take on whatever we need to.
I've got the
So we
firepower
only
to
have-
take on whatever we need to.
So we
So,
won't.
yeah.
So we only have one option. We can't split up.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely don't
I have
want
an
to split up.
intelligence of 18. What does that
Honestly-
tell me, TM, about the tunnel route?
Make
Possibilities of the tunnel route.
make a base intelligence check. Let's see where this takes us. I'm curious.
I got a natural 19 plus 4?
So, knowing that they are sump drains,
They're draining something.
you can't help but question how they work, considering the size of them. If they're big enough for you to walk through, how do they work? Because in order to sump something that is beneath where the outlet is, you need a particular kind of pulling pressure to start the draining. But the other worries would simply be the possible labyrinth of tunnels and tubes that take you to where you want to go. Because theoretically, there are multiple parts of the fortress underground, so there certainly are multiple pipes that lead into one larger one.
Not to sound like the meathead barbarian, but I think teleporting in guns blazing is going to be the
Yeah.
best option.
That's what I was thinking just now, too. 'Cause that would just take too long. So, teleport it is.
So we're teleporting. Bucard?
I don't care. I don't care how big the room is.
Bucard, it looks like you're up. And, you, friend? And, the dark cloaked one sits back and he says, Right, no need for Sulor. That's right. Of course. Well, guess I will, head back. But you should tell them what they're doing. You haven't told them what they're doing yet. Only their options to do it. It's very important. And Paladine nods.
The-
Right.
Does it
So-
not massacre everything in our way?
So,
Are we to open the door?
there is
Sense.
a vault.
Oh,
We don't know
weird.
exactly where it is. We don't know what's in it. They won't tell me. All we know is we can't let them get it. We also don't know what they want with whatever it is, because we also don't know what it does. So I can't even begin to fathom what they might want to do with whatever it is that they're trying to find. From what we understand through scrying and careful looking in, we've caught glimpses through quite crafty use of spells that they have found the vault now, only as of a few days ago. They don't know how to get in yet. They're locked out. So, we don't know what the timeline looks like now. It's been locked tight, and there's been no new word. Find
We
find
need
this
to get in there
vault,
quick.
and make sure it stays shut. I don't necessarily fear what's within, I fear who holds whatever is inside.
So if we have no other option, do we need to take it?
Yes. Any of the generals would have told you no. To leave it, to die for the cause, whatever stupid thing that they might tell you about loyalty to the army or to the empire. I'll tell you, as a member of the Adventurers Guild, take it. Take it and bring it to the right people. Whoever that is. I don't know who that is. Whoever you take it to, I didn't influence you to take it there. Take it to the right people. And if you should encounter the queen, he looks at Silor again. Capture her. You should do that. That would be wise. Her rage fuels this conflict. But I suspect, as Nalgon does, that there is something stinkier afoot with Pasdestas and the other of the ruling council of Jada. The queen has been influenced, and that is why Nalgon Elder River, the Great and the Elder, has been kicked off of the council for questioning the crown and all of that. Which is why I help him now. But if we are done here, capture the queen, as the man said, I'm going to return home and continue to sow chaos as I do best. Goodbye. Good luck or whatever. And then he gets up and just kind of walks out of the tent. So, what do you need to prepare? Inside, you have the possibility of facing the Imperial Guard, the blade-wielding maniacs that guard the Queen, as well as the other two maniacs of, we suspect that are mutants, Temis and Mornis.
Trapper just kind of looks at his hand as it kind of like turns to the rock form that he turns to when he rages, and he just says, "That's not an issue."
That would depend on what's available for us to take with us, or what you have available to provide.
And what
I can't wear armor. If you have a ring or something that could up my armor, that would be useful. Not necessary, but useful.
Nalgon, fucking Bucard, do you know of anything like this? Bucard, I know. Let me see what I have.
That are definitely healing potions.
Starts digging through his bag for a moment. Healing potions. I'll see what I can do. We've bought out
Anybody
most
else
of
need anything?
the apothecaries.
It's probably something similar. I don't like feeling. These are just clothes. These aren't protecting anything.
I
Trapper,
flick my collar and the whole outfit I'm wearing transforms into a completely different ensemble that's still just kind of dark purplish look. I'm like, these are just clothes too.
As you're commenting on like just wearing just clothes, Paladin looks at you. He's like, "What do you need? What can I get you?"
Oh, I don't know the first thing about putting on armor. Probably something. Is there anything magical that also increases, like defense? Would help my defense capabilities?
Well, we'll see what Bucard has or what he knows of in the camp. He's been here for a few days, cataloging anything magical going on. As far as what you're actually wearing, we can get you a gambeson. It'll help keep the cuts from going too deep, at least in the first instance. It'll keep you warm, and
Oh, trust me.
better than wearing normal clothes.
Trust me. Holds a small fireball up the tip of his finger. I'm plenty warm already. I'm pretty fucking hot-blooded all the time.
This is well.
And sorcerers just wear armor?
A thin tunic, then. Oh, I would meant a gambeson as in just like a
Just
gambeson, not actual like AC
I didn't think so. I was
giving
like, wait a
armor.
minute.
Yeah, no, I just mean literally like just a gambeson. Narratively, like, he won't get cut as badly and like like immediately. They're not.
So like, if
It's just
you're good.
cloth, is all it is.
Yeah, basically like my shift weave.
Yeah, it's just
Scars make the man. Oh,
It's just padded cloth, is all.
I could use a small bottle of alcohol, and he points at his amulet that he's wearing. He's like, acts as a healing potion once a day.
He smiles and he says, "Page boy, And that young boy comes back in again. Get the man a bottle of brandy.
Trapper's eyes get really big at the sound of that.
He said, right away, sir. What kind? He says, do you have a preference?
Probably the biggest one you got and
A lot.
strongest for him.
A lot.
Give him a barrel if you got it.
Greystone
He'd
special.
love that.
And he goes, right, sir. The Greystone? He says, Greystone. It's worth it. And the boy runs out. And comes back a few minutes later with a 5th bottle. hands it over very carefully. It's quite expensive, sir. Be careful. It's Greystone special. Do you know it?
Trapper shakes his head no as he like very eagerly grabs the bottle and just stares at it.
Odin leads in. You gotta let me have a sip of that later. I've only had bottom of the barrel bullshit brandy before. This looks good.
Shit, no, I don't need that open.
I was about to say, he probably only needs just a little bit. Can I pour everybody a glass before the battle and everything?
I won't say no to little liquid courage before we go.
My
Let me
fucking
put a little bit
owlbear
of
wasn't
pep
even
in
in here.
Let me put a little bit of pep in everybody's step too, and Odin holds his bottle of boundless coffee. Trust me, this will get you this plus that Greystone special. We're gonna be wired. We're gonna be fucking wired.
But yeah, I guess Trapper will like put that away. That's all he needs really.
All right, and again on this clothes business, do you want anything in particular? Something more sturdy?
Trapper shakes his head. Simple furs are all I need. When I rage, I have more than enough protection.
Would like metal knuckles work good as a weapon for you?
Oh, I didn't think about like, is there something
A
that I can?
melee knuckle weapon or something? Would that help for his unarmed
I
attack?
mean, my
anyway?
unarmed attacks already do 1d8, so unless there was something I could have to like specifically give like a plus to the damage, I think I'm okay.
You ain't lived until you felt brass knuckles on somebody's jaw.
Well, it's unarmed or weapon-based.
Eh,
No, yeah, it is my unarmed strike.
Yeah, you'd be shifting
have
from
the
one
unarmed
attack to the
fighting.
next.
yeah, then never
would
mind.
change it
Wouldn't do
to-
you any good.
Weapon attacks.
I have rock fists. That's fine.
Now, if it were
Haven't
like,
failed him yet.
I don't know, riveted on like strips of metal or something on his like fingers, maybe, I don't know, like reinforce the hit, I don't know. But that'd be like, that'd be a couple days worth of work.
Yeah, exactly. We ain't got time for that.
Be something interesting, and it would have one of those probably like it would wear out, possibly have a chance of breaking. Interesting thought for another time, though.
Yeah.
If had arrowheads.
And what about you, Sniper? Anything special for you?
I just looked down at him. Sorry. I just looked down at him thinking for a few seconds. And then looked back up. Give me something to help me move quicker.
Something to move quicker. Bucard sits there and digs through the bag, and he says, I have this ring. I'll need some time to remember what it does. And I have other objects as well. Wait here, I will return at some point. I don't, yes, wait here. And he's like hobbling out of the tent as he's saying that. Yes, wait there, I will return. Post haste, yes, presently. Come along, page boy, I need your assistance. Help an old man. And
As they leave the tent, I look at everybody and go, thank God he took the page with him to remind him what he's doing. I'm sorry, but he looked a little bit addled.
It reminds me of my grandfather when he rambles. Maybe I'll have to have him tell me something when we have time.
Oh, he reminds me of a lot of people, but this is an important moment. We don't have time for that.
That's when the woman still standing over at the other end of the table, like on this side, to everybody's right. Well, to you guys' left, to Pillardine's right. She finally speaks up and she says, "That old man is... he served with Atkins. General Atkins, the old General Atkins, not the current one. He's a respectable one. He's, done some good research in his life. Figured out a lot of cool stuff. Put together, how to use message spells and such things like that. Crafty, that one.
And I don't deny his worth. I was just worried about his current
Oh no, he's very
mental
old.
state.
You're not wrong there.
Yeah.
I'm just padding his reputation.
Yeah.
No, hopefully he doesn't get lost. I agree there.
I was
Feel
more
like-
worried about him getting distracted. Not
Either-
lost.
Either is a threat. And then after a little while,
We hear the pages prodding. They're waiting on you. They're waiting on you. They're waiting on you. Sorry.
leg is itching. Hang on.
I also have
You
the message.
stretchy
I have the
stretch.
message fucking cantrip.
I do too. Yeah. Yeah.
Odin using the messaging cantrip to someone just like, I hope it didn't take him long to fucking figure this out because it didn't take me long either.
You hear back in your head, I'm wondering if he's gonna remember what those are and if they're fully cursed or if they're good.
We're gonna find out.
Here's hoping. Since it's basically free.
I can't
Mind
say no to
powers.
three. Mind powers.
Mind powers.
I have a character with mind powers.
Yeah, mind powers. You can hear me, bitch.
I was
Deal
about
with
to,
it.
I was about to joke. It like pans over to Trapper, who isn't talking to anybody. He's like, I wonder how much brandy's in this bottle.
All right.
Trapper,
I
don't
had
get
4
lost in the
biscuits,
bottle.
I ate one, and I only had 3.
Ooh, so I do have an interesting question about Scott specifically. About.
Yes.
Well, Bucard returns, and he says, "I've found a couple of things here. Yes, I have a couple of rings. Firstly, the boots, the one that said something about moving faster. Yes, you. These are boots. These are boots of dashing. It will allow you to, at more of a whim than a full spell casting or something or other, an activation of an item. A bonus action is what he's meaning. You'll be able to use that quick thought to move quickly across the battlefield. You can use your bonus action. You activate them, and then you can use your bonus action to dash instead of your action. So
Ooh.
kind of like
Nice.
what is it? Cunning, something cunning. It's fucking rogue thing. I think
Yeah.
it's called, what are the fucking rogue thing is called that makes you do that?
Yeah.
It's cunning action.
That's
Cunning
badass.
action, thank you.
Yeah, cunning action. There it was.
I had I was thinking there was a word in front. It was on the back. I had it the other way around. Then he lays
Pretty
out
badass.
2 rings on the table and he says, "Yes, this is a ring of protection. This will make you more fortified in what you are. And this, what is this little pretty? I don't remember this one. Ah, right. This one. Neck itching. This one is a ring believe, of evasion, I think. The DM has to check to make sure that's what he was thinking of.
A nice one too.
These are boots of blinding speed.
Do
If
you
put
want
them on, you're 10
AC or
times as
evasion?
fast, but you
I
go
was
blind.
I'll take either one. Which one do you want? Would you rather have the ring of evasion, if that's what he's talking about? Has 3 charges. When you fail a dex saving throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend 1 charge to succeed automatically instead of on that saving throw instead, and it regains 1d3 charges every day at dawn. The ring of protection raises your AC by 1, and you get a +1 on your saving throws while wearing this ring.
I'll just take the ring of evasion. My armor, out of character. My armor is so fucking low. It's not even funny. So fuck it. I'll just like step to
What's
the
your
side. of
standard
somebody.
AC? 13?
His is like 11 or 12.
Hang on. Hang on. It's 11.
Oh my
Yeah, his is lower than mine.
10
What's
plus
mine? Where'd
dex.
mine go?
Wow.
Mine's
Still
12.
under that turtle burp
Who
bonus.
pissed on Odin at birth? Jesus Christ.
I've only got a dex at 2.
That's
My
how
armor
you
class is
say
12.
that.
Yeah.
There's some
So,
god of
damn.
fate that just like entered the fucking delivery room and just like the fate pissed all over everything and like, nah, fuck you, you're gonna get hit by everything. See that bus? Yeah, everything. All attacks of that bus are gonna crit on you. That car, that guy, yeah, he bumped into you. Crit damage.
I've been working as a therapist, sitting on my ass. Doing, I don't have time to beat the shit out of people anymore.
What's funny about getting crits on these unarmed attacks from strangers that accidentally bump you with your shoulder is because they're all crits, you actually take 2 damage instead of 1. Oh, poor fucking Odin, dude.
I've got a broom, and I've got broom, and I've got wit. That's all I need, baby. Give me that ring of evasion.
All right, all right, bitch. Out with this disintegrate. Oh my god, that's incredible.
Where we're
No wonder
going,
you
we
saw-
don't need armor.
No wonder you saw Trapper, who's just a big wall, and was like, yeah, definitely need that in front.
Yeah, I would like that guy. I would like him in front of me.
He is my DPS tank. Thank
Alright,
you
well.
very much.
Your items are
+1
passed
all
out to
saving
you.
throws.
Ring of evasion.
And that's basically +1 to every saving throw for anything, correct?
Ring of protection
Yes.
or ring
It
of
says
evasion?
+1 the protection. +1 to bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing this. So all of my saving throws go up by 1?
Yeah, that just means all of them.
Okay. Just checking. Before I raised them all real quick.
Let's see.
I bet I didn't even use my Heart of Fire ability last session. And whenever
I
I
don't
start
think you
casting a
did.
spell of first level or higher that deals fire damage, fire magic erupts from me. This eruption causes creatures of my choice that I can see within 10 feet to take fire damage equal to half my sorcerer level.
I don't think you did.
No.
He was
Well, I
also
didn't use-
really high up, though, so I don't know if you would have been close enough to hit anybody.
Yeah, that's like, it's a good emergency, like, oh, that guy's a little too fucking...
That's what I was going to say. Lord, microwave him.
Magical guidance. When I make an ability check that fails, I can spend 1 sorcerer point to re-roll the d20 and must use the new roll. Eventually turning the failure into a success. Cool. We got some shit. Plus evasion now. I'm moving and grooving. Popped a perk 30, got straight to fucking. This shit ain't.
Wait, what the fuck?
I'm bobbing, weaving, dining, dashing.
Hang on,
These
I'm doing
fuckers
it. I'm
can't do
doing a
nothing
thing
with me,
again.
man.
It's happening again where I'm doing something with a fucking fog tool, but I'm doing something wrong. But I don't know what it is. Happens to every time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Everything.
It won't let me cut it. Yeah, it's doing it again. This is not the first time this has happened. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
I have a +8 to my con and charisma saves right now.
I have a plus
Is it the multi-layer thing again?
8.
I think it is the multi-layer thing.
Plus 8 to my
I think
charisma.
that's
and plus
always
6
what the
to my
problem
con.
is. Doesn't that just stay on? Yeah, it's the fucking multi-layer thing. God damn it. Anyways, okay. So, as you sit and receive your new objects, Paladin leans over and he says, so the plan is for you to teleport in, not at the inside, not at the outset of the combat. Whenever we break open the front of the fortress, we crack that thing wide open, your friend here, the feathered one with the rifle, will watch me through his scope. When I enter that fortress, that is your cue to go in. I'll be much further upstairs than where you're going to be, so it will be a while before I reach you, if I do. Don't count on me coming to you. So rely on your own plans.
We're the forward group.
You're the forward group.
Try and clear the way for everybody else, or give them a softer target.
Don't worry about clearing the way. Kill who you need to. Try not to alert anybody as best you can. You're going to be in a nest of enemies, but they should be thinned out because they should all be at the front of the fortress and upstairs trying to fight us. That's all, though. I wish us luck. We all ready?
Let's do this.
Alright, let's get the construction underway. Page
Alright.
boy,
Get it.
let's get the troops marching down, and we're going to begin building. Let's get the some of the engineers moved down to the lawn of the fortress. And we will cut to... I'm going to cut the birds, because we're now like kind of under the fortress. Let's see. I don't know if there's like a construction hammering sort of noise, other than the blacksmith. Again? Gandalf? That's what he does when he, like, clawed me that one day that I, like, yelled. Please get down. Okay.
Blow in his ear.
Don't scratch me. Don't scratch me. Don't do it. Almost. Makes me so fucking mad when he does that. Alright. Hang on, let me find some sound effects. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do...
Top left-hand corner of that area.
Don't worry about that yet. We're not there yet.
Mhm.
I just cleared that out so we can get there.
Yeah, gives us a spot to land.
Uh-huh. Oh, there we go. There's
That's why I
something.
hadn't zoomed in on it yet to actually look at it.
Oh, you're good. It's not a secret. You're gonna be there anyways, so...
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Let's see. I think that's all that's all that's important. I don't need to go overboard.
If I wanted to see the future, I'd be a divination wizard.
Yeah. I would have taken clairvoyance.
Alright. So you come down and there we go. There's a construction noise. One of them is literally construction. Cool. So you come down from the war camp, down the hill, over the bridge, into the lawn area in front of the fortress, and there's just this big wall mist kind of hovering up over the top of where the fortress kind of turns into stone of the hill, where it's been carved away. The rest is just a sort of stony hill. You'd think it was a mountain if it was like drawn in an image, but it's just a hill. It's just a small stony hill. As the mist kind of flies over the top here and there, you swear you do see figures here and there in several of the defensive ports up above where the front gate is, which is the big center portion with a few slits over the front of it as well. Two large stone doors. All you can really tell, the only way you can tell that they are doors is there's just a big slit right through the middle, and it's very small. The only thing giving them away is doors. Otherwise, there are two large tunnels off the front of this fortress. For obvious reasons, people no one is going into them. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, it's because they pump water out and blow troops off over into the chasm. That's what they're used for, part of a defensive mechanism. And notice there's two clear paths where there's nothing being built or set up in those areas. And construction goes on as it is. And you speak to several people as the day wears on, and you hit around the early afternoon point when Paladin finally looks at you all and he says, "I think we're ready. I think the time has finally arrived. Take some horses, go out to the tower. Stay there with Bucard. He should already be there. And we will get this siege underway. I don't like waiting." And he looks over, he says, "Lieutenant, sound the attack. It's time." And then it begins. The drums and the horns all go off as the troops begin to scramble again. As the army begins to gather and set up on the other side of the bridge, bringing supplies over, cavalry coming in and out, being message delivery in any way that they can. Machines begin to roll forward. Mages gather to create their protections, and the battle begins to prepare to set off. As you see, the page boy is there in the rear of the lines on the other side of the bridge, on the fortress side, and he's just holding a simple banner. It's just a pole with one of the kind of hanging banners that just hangs down, and it's just like a simple blue banner. Nothing, no adornment, no special thing on it. And this all is through a description given from Scott through his scope from the top of the tower. So the forces begin to move forward. You see several things come out of the fortress. You see arrows begin to come out and fly against the enemy forces, and some of them land. Some of them skim off and fly off in other directions as you see shields begin to come up and drop and raise and lower. Various spells being cast as they move forward. Then various heavier things begin to come out. Flaming arrows, enchanted arrows, different things like that begin to come out and hit the shields as they move forward. Bringing these large battering-looking machines that are oddly shaped. They are not shaped to batter like a door. They're up high, like they're going to break down the upper defenses. And they're sort of shielded in the front, and they roll them forward. And they continue to do so, shielding themselves, and then suddenly they're like in front of the two large pipes on the front of this fortress, you see flames just all across the battlefield, hitting several troops that are, none of them are in line in the path of these two pipes, but several are burned and incinerated by this, just the pure heat. Clearly they were doing something similar to what that turtle did, to try and scorch off some of the troops as best as they could. You actually see one of the siege engines get hit and catches fire, and after several minutes falls over. Several of the engines get in and begin battering the wall, the outer wall of the fortress, breaking holes through, and then pulling away and restructuring and moving slightly in a very intricate and ingenious sort of way to allow soldiers to climb up protected on ladders up to the window. They climb up, several at a time, breach the fortress, begin to, you see some soldiers being thrown back out, you see some successful at breaking in, and battle wages back and forth and begins to shift and change. Where you see a sort of very typical looking battering ram brought up through the center of the battlefield. It's brought up the center and is brought to the door. Scott, what you see, make a perception check for me, Scott, really quick.
All right. Nine plus perception is plus 1, so 10.
10. It's something about this battering ram seems different, but you can't put your finger on it. You can't really see. Obviously, it would
You have
have to
advantage
be.
because of the scope.
No, it's pretty far off, and this is an intricate detail. That's why the
Dang.
DC was a little bit higher than that. But from common sense, you know that there's probably something different about it. You just don't know what it is.
I'm looking at this thing. I'm a little confused. I'm trying
Yeah.
to get a good look at it, but I just can't from where I am. I'm not getting a good angle. I'm just
Right.
constantly wondering what is
It's-
going on here.
Shorter than it should be, and it's got fewer handles than it would need to be effective as a battering ram. It looks like it's maybe got handhelds for maybe 4 people, and it's short. It's like maybe, I would say, maybe 8 feet long. It's not very long, but it has a strange look to it. But it's got these sort of forked bits at the end. Kind of like what you would put on a reinforced battering ram to really break down a wooden gate and damage it as much as possible. And they bring it up to the door. You see several kind of stronger looking guys come up and take it, and you see Paladine reappear several feet back from this battering ram. You see him stabs his new greatsword down into the dirt, takes a knee, and sits there for a second, looking at something on the ground. And you see he picks up his helmet. It was what he was staring at, and he pulls it over his head. And it's this very freaky looking helmet that he wears. You never saw it, but as he pulls it over his face, Scott, you get a very good look that I'll say you're able to relay, and you'll all see it eventually. But Scott, you get a good look at this helmet as he looks over his shoulder at you. It's kind of hard to tell. He probably isn't looking directly at you, but it looks like he is. And he
He's
pulls
looking
2
in the general
daggers
direction.
out. After he sheathes his greatsword, he pulls 2 daggers out and holds them out to his sides. I love this stuff. And he begins to walk forward as the gate explodes inwards, and he holds the daggers out to his sides as he begins to march it alone.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. God
And
damn.
he just walks in like that. And you can see some of the elves actually in the front holding spears. They actually, like, some of them back up, several of them turn and run. And the last thing you see is him brutally murdering several elves as he walks through the front gates of this fortress with daggers and knives. And you imagine later the rest of his weaponry. But your cue card has been given. He has entered the fortress, and it is now time.
You ready for sneaky sneaky?
I don't think there's gonna be much sneaking where we're going.
Well, we gotta at least try and stay halfway sneaky until we get where we're going. That way we don't draw them to us early.
Look it. Let's find out. I'm ready.
All right, we're all ready.
FAFO.
Yes, all right. I do note I will not be staying with you, as I am not in fighting condition any longer. But I will take you in, obviously, and that is what I have been tasked with doing. Right. No.
You're a chuckle.
To
No
work,
protection
old
until you're able
man.
to get back here.
No rambling on. The man has entered the fortress, as he willed us to our cue to enter ourselves. Take my hand, intrepid adventurers, and we will embark into the unknown. Well, it's known, of course. That's how teleport works. Anyways, and he's still talking as you guys all...
I love that. That's awesome.
Mid-word, mid-sentence, and we disappear, pop back up in that fortress. Anyway, this is a...
So, you guys, it's kind of
Word.
like standing where you are, and then, like, a light from above comes down towards you. And, as you do, he kind of stops himself, and he goes... And he steps back, and he kind of gives you one of these. And
Back
he
up.
begins casting. And then, it's not often you get to stand on the other side of a teleport, but it's kind of like a sucking in and then like a crack. But he kind of goes, and there's like a ball of light very briefly for a split second. It crackles, and then it's gone. But it just kind of goes, and he's gone.
Preparation.
And it is loud, by the way. It is not a quiet thing that happens.
I'm looking around immediately to see if there's any place I can hide.
Allow
What
me
was that
to
you said about fucking sneaking?
Allow me to shift us, because we had a lot of the wrong sounds going on, because had us set for outdoors and quiet is where we are now. Now, don't you dare play other shit, you bastard. All right.
How dare you?
So, if you will look down below the map, as some of you have, we are now here, crammed into this room.
Technically, I'm 3 feet.
Right.
I small. Oh no,
We
I
are-
shrunk myself.
We are all crammed in this room.
Oh, we need to be even smaller,
Scott would
don't we?
all, I said, no, Scott, everybody should be 5 feet. This room is to size.
Okay.
This is all to
That's what I
scale,
thought.
everybody. Don't change your characters. I
I
scale
changed
everything
mine
on my
to
own.
I'm 3 foot.
I was like, I scaled all of this beforehand. It's just a small room.
I kind of like when I
I
scaled
changed me because I was 3 foot.
like when I scaled
Right.
Jug to like 1 foot.
Yeah.
All right, so you all appear in this room, and he disappears in that whooshing crack, which you know is a loud. Teleports are loud. They're a loud thing.
You know that now.
It makes me think back to other DMs who never specify that teleporting is a loud thing to do. Matt has only just recently actually brought that up in current campaigns for their stuff. I always wondered, what noise does teleport make, at least in Exandria? At least there, but now we know. It is a loud noise. So, you don't know anything of what's going on. What are you guys doing?
The
Listening.
door right here. Yeah, just let's put our ear to the door. Let's see what's
Yep.
out there.
All right, so
I can fit in this corner.
All right, so make a perception check. Whoever's listening through the door.
My perception. Yeah, who wants to
Who's
do
got the
that?
best?
I have +4.
I have a +1.
I have a -1.
I think Trapper is going to be the most perceptive one here. Give me 1 sec. 17.
17. All right, you do not hear anything coming from the next room. It is dead silent.
Peek out the door.
Can I stealthily open the door since I'm the smallest?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll let you open
Yeah,
the
make
door.
a stealth check as you do this, as you open the door.
That would be 24.
24, eh? All right, do you open
Hey.
the door partial, like, do you crack it, or do you, like, just...
I want to try and get a look about what I can see because I have dark vision.
Mhm.
I want to see what I can see as I slowly open it about an inch and look around first before I decide to open it more or not. Do I see light outside?
You do see light in the next room, and you see some light under the door coming from the room beyond it as well. There is no light in this room, though. It is pitch black.
It's just because I can't hear nothing in there doesn't mean there isn't anything in there. So I'm slowly opening the door to peek out. And then as I see nothing bad,
It's a small room.
I'll open it closer.
Looks like
further.
some kind of, like, in-between hallway sort of thing. But we will
And I'll
find out.
slowly stick my head out and look around.
Alright, so what you see in the next room is, as I said, just a hallway. Nothing crazy. Oops.
Can I check around for traps in the hallway, possibly, before I step out?
What was your past perception check?
I didn't do the perception check. Trapper did.
Trapper did.
Do I need to make another one?
Or
Since
do
you
I
opened the
need
door
to
now?
since I'm
It
the
depends
one?
on who's looking for the traps. If you
I was
are
about to say,
looking,
I'll
I
look
probably
for
would
the
have said
traps.
there's nothing in here that I can see, but do you want to check?
Yeah, Trapper would definitely go out and check for traps. Like,
all right. So, well, since you're kind of moving forward here, go ahead and make another perception check real quick. Try and get a new one to assess. the
another
room.
17.
Another 17, and another safe room. Doesn't seem to be anything in there.
I'll move over to the next door I can see to try and inspect it
Okay.
and see if I can look at it. Well, no, I figure if this was safe, then the last one was safe. I figure this one's probably going to be not much different, so
Well,
I'll...
this one, the difference between this one and the other door in that room you just came from. Oops, I am moving or on accident. The difference between this and, well, actually, there's not a door there.
This one and this one?
Yes, there is light coming from the other room. So
Okay.
that is one thing to keep in mind.
I'll pull Trapper forward and say, hey, see if you can hear or tell anything about what's going on the other side of this door.
Do I need to make another perception roll?
We'll keep with the 17 again. It's pretty quiet in here. You don't really hear anything at all, other than the occasional creak of a wooden place or the footsteps of your friends kind of moving through this place.
Sounds quiet.
You hear nothing in there. It is dead silent, quiet as can be.
Well, shall we move on to the next room and see what's going on, or shall I make another check to check around to see if I can see anything as I open the door? Stealthily.
Probably
Yeah.
be a good idea.
Go for it.
I don't wanna be
Drop my
caught with
dice.
I don't want us to be caught with our pants down.
No,
Neither
yeah,
do I.
exactly.
That's a natural 20
A natural
For a
20
stealth
for
check.
a stealth check. You are
to get
very
to
stealthy.
open the door and check see what's on the other side of it without getting caught if there's anything there.
Give me but a brief moment. Alright, you are opening up a door in a fancy boy way.
Fancy boy way.
Alright. Let's see. Albert, what do I got going on here? Alright. We are opening up the next room. Swinging it open or very slowly?
Stealthily opening it.
Stealthily opening it as you roll a very high
Nat
stealth
20.
check. What the fuck is that?
Which is a plus 20. It's plus 5, so that's a 25.
It's fine, it doesn't show you
If it
anything.
matters.
Alright, that oblong cut room there is the next room you see as you peek in. Not a soul in sight. Not a
But
breath to
lit
be
up.
heard. But it is lit.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the door and step inside and start investigating and inspecting the paperwork on the desk from what I
Trapper
can
would
see.
step in behind Garbon.
Reads to be some officers' orders and various other officers' command orders coming from commanders and generals coming down. You suspect these
Oh.
are messages to other officers or an officer of some kind.
I forgot to ask, did you want Orin on Trapper's shoulders, or...
Probably.
Okay, cool.
Because we're both small, so technically he's about the same size as I am at the moment. Even though I made him look smaller on my arm.
Can I investigate this desk to see if there's anything just useful
That's what he just
information?
Oh, well, that's what I asked him about, and he told me that it was just random orders
It's
to people
just
in the.
Oh,
Papers of orders. There's no like inside the desk. It's very simple, like just a thin top, just desk, mainly meant for writing on or dealing with paperwork like this. It's not a filing place or anything like that. Simply a place for somebody to sign things and pass them off.
Are there lights coming from either one of the doors that I can see in this
Not
room?
from the one you're standing by, but this door does have light coming from beneath the door itself.
Okay, so before we go opening the door beside me, well, if we open the door beside me, there's not really much we can do about stealth into a dark room. It's going to light up the room regardless. So, where would we like to check, sirs?
Would you like me to do a perception check on the door that does have light coming from it? See if I can hear anything.
Maybe a good idea.
Alright. Do I need a roll for that, or do we need to, are we going to keep the 17?
Are you looking, you're doing another perception?
Yeah.
We'll keep with your previous one again.
Alright.
Let me see.
The door with the light coming up underneath.
Still quiet, still nothing to be heard.
Do I hear anything coming from the one underneath, beside me?
Nope. Light is off and it is dead silent. Not a sound.
I'm gonna go ahead and peek in this room. Is the door unlocked?
It is locked.
Does it look like a complex lock?
No, just seems like a lock.
What would it take to unlock the door?
Just picking the lock simply.
It'd be a
far as you
sleight
know,
of
at
hand
least.
check.
I
Okay.
think I might be able to pick the lock. I can use my talons to maybe get the right point.
Okay, so we're gonna pick the lock.
Yep.
I'll scoot out of the way and let you come forward.
All right.
Alright, so you step forward. Do you have thieves' tools?
Let's see. Is it proficiencies? Equipment. Equipment.
Exile background.
A burglar's pack count or no?
I don't know. What's in a burglar's pack?
Is
Burglar.
that an item set?
Yeah, it is an item set. I can't remember what all it comes with though.
I have the tools thing. Let me see what's in the burglar.
Let's see. A
Burglar's pack.
A bag of 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pythons, a hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5 days of rations, a tinderbox, a water skin, and 50 feet of hempen rope.
Shit, that's a lot of stuff. But not a set of thieves' tools.
But hang on, we have. I've also got an explorer's pack.
I was about to say I did hear a crowbar was in that, so we could definitely try and pry the door open.
That's like crowbars.
I may have had one from my criminal background, or from my exile background.
I do not. I have an explorer's pack, which is basically just.
While you
for
guys look,
traveling.
I'm gonna grab a drink really quick. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think I picked. Well, no, that says artisans, doesn't it? Not. I don't think that counts as is that an artisan set? No, it doesn't count as an artisan set. That's a miscellaneous kit. I don't have one that came with one of my sets.
Oh, okay.
I do not have a thieves' tool.
All right. No thieves' tools. Nope. They're
Nope.
I don't think so.
none. All right, Scott. We're gonna do a sleight of hand check at disadvantage, which means you
All right.
roll twice and take whichever roll is the lower, and then add your modifier. So kind of like advantage, like you do get both rolls. Well, in this case, you have to obviously roll both, and see which is lower. All right.
9 and 19. I take the 9.
It was a
Plus
6.
your decks. I thought it was a
Is it
6
6?
too.
The
I thought it
dot
was on the
bottom, on the
Yeah.
roundy part.
So it's a 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6 plus.
Don't unfocus on me now, camera. There we go.
14.
14.
Damn, that's a hell of a bonus. The decks.
Yes, yeah.
Plus
He's got
8.
Sleight of
decks
hand.
out the ass.
Sleight of hand is plus 8.
Very
Uh,
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, click, and the door opens and is a small dark room. With the light from the candles in here, you see a bed and a small nightstand.
Say I have dark vision, so I can look around. If it's too dark for everyone else.
There is a
I was gonna
fine
say,
bed in
Trapper
there.
does not have dark vision, so he can't see.
There's a
Is
fine
there
fine bed in there. Yeah, there's some nice
Just a
sheets
bed,
and
no
blankets.
cabinet, no nothing.
There's a nightstand with like a scroll on it of some kind. Looks of similar like designs and writings and packing as like what's on the desk in this room as well.
Looks like this is just somebody's bed chamber.
That scroll could be important, though. I'll go over to it to look at its contents.
The scroll on the nightstand or on the desk? I mean, there's several there, but the one on the nightstand or one of the ones on the desk?
One on the nightstand.
The one on the
I think you meant
nightstand.
the one in the next room.
You open it and it's Captain Terdar. Prepare for the, well, does Odin read Elvish?
Elvish?
Does anybody read Elvish?
Hang on, let me look.
Oh no, it's all been gibberish this whole time.
Haha, I've studied Elven during my time here.
Oh, all right. This is Jarden Elvish, so it's a little tricky. It's the same, but there's certain little things that you have to. Now that you're looking at it, you're picking up on. It's a little different.
Elven?
Captain
The hell
Captain
is this?
Tergar, Prepare for the arrival of the Queen and Temis and Mornis, as well as the High and Telegast. They will be here on the morrow. And this is signed from yesterday.
I read that off to them.
From one General Keldon.
So we have that to look out for. Just roll it up and put it in a satchel or something. I've got a backpack. Some satchel stuff.
You know what I forgot to do about my history checks the other day?
What's up?
I'm supposed to add a D4 to every one of them.
Haha.
Every history check because of my gifted scribe from Marcus
Damn.
Scribing. And anytime I use my calligraphy tool, so if we need a forgery, let me know.
Well, we got this captain. We got this captain's signature. So we could probably fuck with that later on. That'd be pretty cool.
Hmm.
We can send fake
Yes.
letters to the elven government or whatever it is. I don't know.
Beautiful. What a beautiful
I've got an
thing.
advantage against any.
How are we going to
ability
defeat
check as well.
Jarda in this war?
For that.
Extortion.
I was gonna say tax fraud.
Hey, I got
Extortion
magic
and
mouth. I'll
tax
bug the
fraud.
shit out of people. They can't destroy it.
Oh my god.
They have to figure out a way to dispel it and figure out where it's at to dispel it.
So, I want to make a crazy suggestion.
Bring it
Would
on.
would it be possible for me to sneak into that room without them seeing?
We haven't found anybody yet.
I was about to say, yeah, we haven't.
And we haven't opened that second door yet.
Okay, so they're just.
We haven't even checked it.
Oh,
We
okay.
just know there's not any sound coming from it. We haven't even tried to open it.
Well, let's open it.
Going over here.
Kid.
I was about to say, yeah, if you want, I'll Trapper can slowly open the door.
Oh, so that's
As
what my
much-
Control Z did. Okay. I tried to Control Z this little gap that I accidentally cut in that, and I Control Z something not even remotely near you.
As much as I want to take them damn fine-looking sheets and pillow, I'm gonna have to whole leave them behind. So let's get out of here before I start
Whole leave
thinking
them
about it too
behind.
hard.
Yeah, it is. It is a fine
Go.
make. It's quite soft. Seems freshly cleaned.
Oh God.
It's well tucked and made, like a very much a captain's quarters of some kind.
You're just looking at it, thinking about our like
Actually,
cots back
before I
in the
go,
camp.
I shut the door.
I want to go
can't.
check underneath the. I wanted to go check underneath the mattress.
Oh,
underneath the
shit.
mattress?
Let's see if he...
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Let's see.
didn't- Hang on. I
You
apologize.
said it was an
Stashing
officer's.
money.
I didn't cut it out for you guys. All right. Cut
You
it
said
out.
you
Oh, yeah.
it was an officer's place, so I want to check underneath the mattress. If it's that good looking, I would like to check and see if there's anything in the bed hidden away.
Check the
I'll check it.
Bibles.
Check the
I've got a
Bibles.
nice investigation.
If they're stashing liquor between the books, check everywhere. Check under the. I'll check under the bed. I look under the bed too while he searches the mattress.
I got in at 20.
Let's see.
I was actually going to say,
gotta roll
you know
perception.
what? Just because, just for funsies, roll a D100 for me.
Oh.
Which one of us?
Oh.
Whoever wants to roll it to see, essentially this is going to
Oh.
determine, is there something under that mattress? But I'm letting you guys determine this. I'm going to say you have a, I'll be generous. I was going to do 10. I'll
rolled-
say 20% chance.
I rolled a 16 to look under the bed. Kyle, you roll your D100 for looking under the mattress.
If you roll a 20 or less, I'll say there's something under there, and then we'll figure out what it is.
Got a 20 or less. Let's. Oh, wait. That was not supposed to happen.
20.
Whoa! No way.
No way. All right. Okay.
Booyah, bitches.
So
You just said that was an
underneath,
officer's thing. It's gotta have something
underneath
good.
the mattress, I will say, it's not underneath the mattress. It's under the bed. You
Oh,
find
that's where I
a
was looking.
little box that pulls out, and it opens right up, and you find two of the. What is it? The fucking.
By the way, how many health potions did we get?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, thank you for asking.
I mean, I have my bottle of brandy, but that's once a day.
I'll write them down.
I don't think I have any personally at the moment.
Don't think I have any either.
I can heal myself the one time. Let me see how much it is for my amulet of the drunkard, just so I know.
Alright, so you find one potion in here that is like a clearish purple in like a simple flask. It's giving grape soda in the look, and you find another one that is...
That's what I'm thinking. It looks like
It's,
grape soda.
It's kind of a frosted looking liquid, like water but with like salt or something mixed into it. But the glass is kind of warm.
Does anybody have any way to figure out what these? Well, would an Arcana check help with figuring out what these are?
What was the description?
Arcana, no.
What's the description of the other one, real quick, before I figure it
Frosted
out?
looking watery liquid with that's got warm glass to the touch, and one clear, clear-ish potion that kind of looks grapey.
Yeah, I wrote down
In a
purple
flask.
potion for the other one.
Yeah. Well,
Looks
he
like
said
grape
clearish at first.
soda. Clearish purple potion.
You guys are given a potion of healing, greater healing, and one superior, which was handed over with a clenched fist at first that was not easily released.
Healing.
Yeah.
Greater healing and superior.
Yeah,
And I
one
can
superior.
heal 4d4 plus 4 hit points if I drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, wine, whatever, alcohol.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a greater in equivalence. That's crazy. I like
That's
that.
once a day.
All right, and then
Excuse me.
So one
figure out what
healing, one
these-
greater, and one superior potion.
Right.
look at what these
So
potions-
as far as the two mysterious potions, is anybody educated in like alchemy in some form of or another?
Could you imagine if Trapper was?
That's like the one thing is like he's relatively dull in most things, but suddenly he's talking about like Monk's Foot and Wolfbane and fucking all this shit. He's just like he's just got knot grass. He's just got all the fucking knowledge. He knows what he's talking about.
No, yeah, he knows his. He
So if
knows
you
his
take some
horn.
lion's mane and mix it with this, start growing brain cells.
Hello, sir.
I am not proficient in alchemy.
I do not believe I am either. Regular healing potion.
Otherwise, it's going to be a surprise.
I was about to say,
Aye.
when we get into a scrap, just pour one in my mouth.
I bet I've got Arcana.
Well, in that case, I'm going
Maybe
to...
I got a lot of Arcana.
I've got
So I asked
plus
if it would
six.
do any good to try and, because you said one of them was warm. I figured that might have some kind of magical properties I might be able to figure out.
Maybe history. I've only got +3 in history.
Oh, I got plenty of history, but I don't think that would do any good with a potion.
I think we're just going to have to wing it.
Sounds good.
Let's just. I wrote them down though, so I've got them. Frosted looking watery liquid. It's just fucking straight Everclear.
Are we ready to move on to the next room?
Go.
Let's do it.
All right. I would like to slowly open the door to the room that has the lights coming from it.
Hang on.
Trapper and Orin stick their head out like in a Scooby-Doo episode, looking in.
Okay.
So my one. Doop, doop.
Thinking into the next room, eh? Listening first and then opening the door as usual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's renew that perception check and stealth check.
Alright, I'm gonna roll my perception. Dice. Ooh, that was 4. That's an 8.
Ooh.
Not a thing. Silent as the grave.
Well, my stealth
now
is a
I'm scared.
15.
Ooh.
See, what's funny is the fear doesn't even come from how I worded it, just simply the fact that you
No,
failed.
yeah.
It's the fear.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
rolled low and you were like, don't hear a thing, and I'm like, well, that's not good.
You open the door
Hearing-
and fucking Aboleth from Star Wars is in there to suck the force out of all of you.
Bruh.
Door up here.
The vibe changes depending on if you roll. If you could hear the same sentence, but it just depends on like a high or low roll. You hear nothing.
Right.
Sure.
The
Okay,
fear
cool.
is what is determined by the roll. I love it.
Oh, let's open the door then.
You said superior, right? Not supreme.
No, not Supreme. Jesus Christ. No.
Just checking.
Yeah.
There's a very few
feeling-
Supremes are made. They're hard to
Oh, I know.
hard to make.
Push healing.
If y'all
gurgling,
have a
and
question, I've got
superior
the additions wrote down as well.
All right. Tell me when the door is being opened. What did you roll stealth yet, or are you
I did. I rolled a 15.
15? Okay. You open the door and slowly reveal a quaint little eating kitchen area here. What is going on with this thing? It's snapping, and I'm not asking it to.
Everything and nothing. Nothing and everything.
You open to a quaint little eating area. Chairs and such are pulled out. Plates are left uneaten.
Is that pie?
I was about to say, yeah, it's already.
Trevor, grab some more rum.
What's everyone's passive perception? Starting with Garvin.
11.
11. Okay.
My passive perception is 14.
Because it's 10 plus your wisdom, correct?
Yeah.
10 plus your perception. Not specifically wisdom, so your
Right.
perception. Mine's only plus 1.
Mine's a 9.
Unless you focus on perception, most people's passive is pretty low.
I made Trapper.
Wait, we're
fairly
we're going
perceptive.
without the modifier.
Passive perception is 10 plus your. It's just without rolling.
Perception.
It's your 10 plus your perception modifier.
22.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Uh,
He sees everything.
He sees all. He sees all.
Yeah.
He's right behind me.
My eyes see everything.
He's standing over me.
His owlish eye tubes see everything.
Yep.
His head telescoped around the corner to
Yeah.
see what was going on before I could even fully open the door.
That's when the scene that like I walk forward, and then I'm just looking around, and I'm looking around so much that like my whole head is just rotating around.
At a 22, as you all, where do you all?
I think he should be our perception checker now.
Show me exactly
Should've
where you
been
are
before.
as you've taken. I'll say everybody's taken about 5 steps into the room before Scott notices something.
Uh,
I was about to say,
Just
I'll
like,
have to
well,
make-
Roughly
move off
5
my,
steps into the room,
character.
just a little bit.
I'm small, so somebody'd probably be like right next to me. I'd
I mean,
probably
you've
head
barely
in this
sniffed
direction.
the room.
Yeah,
The
I
door
would've
into the
been, like,
next room
right
is
here.
cracked. Okay, so you step in, and Scott just kind of like grabs Odin by the arm, and you hear voices in the next somewhere. I don't want to say in the next room, but somewhere beyond, because the room next to you is opened. Actually, you can see in, and it is a sort of
Bed chamber.
living quarters. There's like one light inside, but somewhere you hear voices conversing.
Can our perceptive fellow actively try and listen?
Scott, would you like to make a perception check since you're?
And I'm asking him that. I was like, "Hey, what do you hear?"
Hmm. Well, because okay, explain this to me again, because I've got two perceptions. There's the passive, and then there's just the one that uses wisdom.
So the one so your passive is just whenever you're not rolling. So if I ask for your passive, otherwise if I ask for a roll, you use the modifier with your perception skill.
Plus
Would I
whatever
have to,
you roll.
Would I have to roll for your perception here?
Right. Yeah. Your passive was what caught this. Now you have to roll to see what else you notice.
I think somebody else might need to then, because it's not, that stat's not high enough for. It's just a
so
plus
you
one.
just get bonuses to your passive perception.
Oh.
I gotcha. Yeah, I can roll again. Since I have a +4 to
Never
my
mind then.
perception checks. Give me 1 sec, I'll roll again. That's a 19.
19.
Trapper has really good ears.
I'm gonna start sneaking into the next room, slowly looking around as he's listening.
Okay.
I feel like as he's listening to whatever's going on, he's like looking at the tables to see if there's any like spare food he can eat.
And
there's lots
looks
left
like there's
behind.
liquor over here. This looks like they were gambling. Is that money?
Yeah, there's you have time to probably gather up, I'd say like 12 gold easily.
Yeah.
I grab an
Scooping off the
untouched
table.
hoagie off the table as I'm going by.
As you munch and walk, Trapper, you hear as Garbin moves into the next room. You begin to kind of work out that the voices are coming through somewhere beyond that sort of living quarters room or sleeping quarters.
I let everybody know about that.
You can make out roughly, I'd say, 3 distinct voices.
Still got them outnumbered, whoever they are.
Oh, this is just easy pickings. I can hit 3 people at once. This is nothing.
Question is, who else is around them that's not talking?
Well,
Or how
then
close
we
are they
hit.
to other people? So we need to move it forward carefully.
I can hit that guy too if I really wanted. How do you want to do this?
I pat him on the leg and I go, "Hey, this isn't one of those fireball locations at the moment, sir. Please do not right now."
I'll think about it and get back to you.
After Trapper has had his fill of eating and drinking off the table, I feel like he would have went into the next room.
My stealth check was 24, by the way, as I'm sneaking into the next room, going away, going this direction.
All right. The next door you see, and the only one in the room, is this one.
Do I see movement under the door?
Nope. But you do begin to hear those voices now yourself.
What do I do? Can I hear them clearly, or are they just now becoming?
This is a dwarven fortress. It's a thick door. You hear the voices, but you don't hear what they're saying. It's that's all you're getting. From Charlie Brown teacher.
So, do we want to try and sneak the door open, or do we want to just kick it open and try and catch him by surprise?
Try and at least catch a peek, if y'all will allow me, because we don't want to do this too loudly. Do I need to roll another stealth check to open the door quietly, or do I just keep rolling with the last one?
No, we can go off of what you rolled. So I will actually add to your. We'll add to this a little bit, just to see what happens. I'm curious. Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh,
We'll see just how dexterous you're able to open this door.
all right.
It's
Since this might be important.
You already did stealth,
go with-
and you know there's something in here.
13 plus a 2, so I got a 15.
15. You begin to crack the door, and I'm gonna say you get a glimpse of this hair.
And I'm prepared to just bust this door open and just go start casting if somebody makes a noise saying they caught me.
With the door cracked, this is what you're able to see. Next step is all the way, and after that, obviously, entering the room proper.
Yeah. I must open the door the rest of the way, because I don't see... Did I hear anything change?
Odin stands on the bed
Did
where
the
the door
voices
is.
still
Just
sound far away? Or
They
do
don't
they
sound far
like
away.
in that room?
You can hear them now.
Yeah.
You open
So
the
once
door
you
all
get
the
the
way.
door open,
Woo!
Trapper can go through if you want first.
As he does, I'm gonna reach up. I'm gonna reach up and touch my dragon's tail, who's on his shoulder, and just in case, I'm gonna bonus action cast Dragon's Breath on him. Well, no, I'll hold off on that for a minute. I'll hold off on that for a minute, just in case, because that only lasts for a minute.
All right. So
yeah.
what's the plan here?
I would like to slowly walk into the room, I guess.
And I'm hiding behind his leg because I'm small enough to do that.
All right. Well, are you going in like quietly and stealthy, or are you just walking?
You know what? Let's make Trapper roll a stealth roll.
Hell yeah!
How bad is it?
baby.
It's +2. It's not terrible.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, it's a 17.
Very nice.
17.
The Walking Rock has some quiet feet, I guess.
Let me check. Let's see how
They
you
don't
do.
even see me. I'm behind your leg, and I rolled a 24 a minute ago. I fit behind your thigh.
It was a what? What was your total?
His was 17.
17. Yeah. Very nice.
Sneaky.
So as you sneak into this room and very quietly peer around the corner, you get to see some stuff. There you go. Your 17 has revealed a good chunk of the room. And you see one very ornately armored elf standing with a very mean-looking pair of officer elves. They're not very mean-looking, they're just officers. They also look well-to-do next to him.
I was about to say, so none of these elves look like the queen, right?
No, but one of them appears definitely to be a bit more ready to give orders and fuck around at the same time.
Alright. So above table, I think we should beat these guys up and figure out where the queen is. Or where the vault
I
is,
was
at
about
least.
to say, I've got ice knife prepped to throw in the middle of them.
I can throw in.
Are we ready? Do we want to go?
I can take I can take position.
Yeah, I was about to say if Scott wants to move past
can-
Trapper real quick and
I can make a stealth roll, see if I can get past him and get right over here and hide behind the table.
Heck,
Do
you'd
a
have a
bur-
shot over here in this little room.
And cast a
That
burning.
the door's
hands
open
at a second.
Yes, but
level.
then I won't have a good angle here compared to here where I can lean over the table and shoot all of them
No.
from here.
You are stealthy. Go for it. Go where you want to go.
I was about to say, where do I need to
Alright.
move to get out
You're
of
the
his
sniper.
way?
Position yourself.
Yep. Okay. So, I guess I'll just I will make a stealth roll. See what I get.
Make a stealth check as you enter.
5. I'm gonna go ahead and just to be safe, I'm going to use one of my abilities to see where is it? Which one was it? Oh, here it is. I can use 2 of my jewels to re-roll a skill. Where is it? I lost it. Here it is. Reroll one saving throw, skills throw, death saving throw, and you can use either roll. You can spend 2 more jewels to do it again. Okay. So I'm gonna use 2. It's gonna bring me down to 8. Roll again.
Oh,
Oh.
nat 20. They
Nice.
don't see you. You ghosted.
They do not see me. I just so like from their perspective, they're talking to the big guy,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't see it. But in the background, like from your guys' point of view, all you see is just a black shadow, just boom.
Hide behind the table.
Odin and Garmin turn on Scott.
I'm just gone.
Scott.
Like,
As
damn,
he,
he's
like,
quick.
As he blinks over there, Trapper just like kind of smiles as he like pops his knuckles a little bit.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
very,
Nice.
it's very
So, like, they
swooping
saw,
dark shadow.
Like they thought it was just a shadow, but from your guys' perspective, if anybody saw it, it was just like a static, just from like one point.
So I'd say I'll move up a little bit, like not enough to be in sight, but just enough to be out of the way of the door so everyone else can come in.
Yeah, I'd like to toss a ice knife at 2nd level at the bigger fellow. Yeah,
From inside the room.
from this little corner right here.
Okay.
I'm still stealth over here by him.
All right. An ice knife it is.
Wow.
So I'd say I'm not doing anything till I can get close enough to rage at him.
Ice knife is
I'll do.
5 feet or 10 feet.
The ice knife creates a shard of ice and flings it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against that creature. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage.
Be 5
Hit
feet.
or miss, the shard explodes.
Mhm.
The target and each creature within 5 feet
5 feet.
must make a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. And no, I'll just go ahead and leave it at 1st level.
Hmm.
So I need to roll to see if I hit him. I
Ooh,
wanted
I'll
to do this before you got close so that I wouldn't hit you.
And
with the explosion.
I'm gonna show off, and I'm going to also do ice knife and transmute it into fire knife to turn the ice damage into fire damage, and then I'll twin spell it,
I got a
and I'll
22
hit these.
to hit
I'll hit these other 2 guys.
for my ranged
Well, he
spell
hits this
attack.
guy.
You got a what?
I got a 22 to hit my ranged spell attack.
22 hits.
So he will take 6 points of piercing damage, and then they all 3 must make a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 16.
Okay. 2 purple die. And that one.
Nice.
So he's going to roll.
I did not mean to put that in.
Dex saving throw.
Yes.
I don't think a 9 beats your save DC.
16 is the save DC.
That is, what is that? An 11, so that's a no. And 7, which is an 8, so no.
So all
they
3 fail?
3 fail.
They take 8 points of cold damage.
Okay. Actually, hang on. These guys are gonna take. And then. Actually, no, he's gonna take it. Okay, so you hit them, and they look unhappy. as you do so. And is there any, there was one other. There was
Me?
a couple of other maybe possibly planned surprise round things.
I
Why
wanted to.
not?
I wanted to turn my ice knife into a pyre knife at second level, and then twin spell it to hit these two guys. Since you
Would
hit
it
this
be
guy.
eligible for twin spell since it does have a range thing that hits more than one person?
I mean, yeah, because you're targeting a
I'm
single
pretty
person,
sure
then it
I think
explodes.
twin spell is one of the examples it gives actually.
Okay, just checking. I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, yeah, if it's
haven't
a
messed with
straight
my
up,
twin spell
if
much.
it's a straight up AOE, it doesn't twin spell like
Right.
fireball. But
So
but an ice knife is you can twin spell it because you target a single creature.
Gotcha.
Then you
That's
then
just
it
the after
explodes.
effects.
so roll me
Yeah.
some
was just
ice knives.
All right. So I've taken out.
Fire knives.
Right. Pyre knives.
Fire knives.
Oh Jesus! So first
Makes
one's a 14.
14 misses.
Cool, but it's got to go somewhere. I guess where does it?
Oh,
Where do I-
it flat out said regardless, everybody within the range still has to make a saving throw.
Yeah. And
'Cause
then
it was-
what is this? 8 plus 9, 17.
17 does hit the other, depending on which one you're trying to hit.
Say I was gonna hit this guy, then this guy. So I guess this one misses, and then this guy gets hit.
Okay, so
Whoever you're throwing it at, it basically goes to that person. Then your will makes it explode the instant it gets there. So whether you hit or not, it still explodes.
all right. So give me your piercing damage.
It's a 10. Yeah, D10. Oh my God, I'm rolling like shit. It's a 2.
Okay, and now you make some saving throws.
Twice.
That's a fail
Each.
and does a 18 beat your spell save DC?
It does.
All right. Well, the one you didn't hit fails. The one you did hit succeeds. So it's a complete
Well, this-
reverse.
What about this guy?
Oh, him. Yes, indeed. That guy needs to also.
And do both of them have to be rolled separately because they're two different fire knives?
What about a 12? Is it a 12? 12. Yeah.
Hoorah!
12 does not beat my save.
Can you fucking imagine?
That
How
would- that
goddamn
would be-
dare you?
That'd be the cherry on top for my character.
Alright, so he needs. These two need cold damage, and this guy needs half? Is it half?
Well, we're gonna be taking fire damage.
Fire.
Did I say cold damage? Med
Yes.
damage.
Yeah. So I need to roll. What is it? Did 2. And at second level, it's 3d6, I think. So total of 66. Yeah. So want me to just roll it all at once?
Whatever you want to do.
Then I'll use the dice tray.
Oh, wait, big guy needs to save twice.
31 total fire damage.
So he fails twice. So this guy goes up to 30. What did you say?
It's 31 total.
39. And then disintegrates. He is going to go up to, what would that number be?
45.
45. This guy takes how much?
30. It's Well, that one guy. Well, one guy took half before, didn't he?
Who? This guy would be taking half. Because this guy
Okay,
is the one that
so-
got hit by the knife but saved against the
So
save DC.
so rounded. So 31 rounded down. I guess 15.
Ah,
15.
so he goes up
So
to
that'd be
25.
25.
I put it at 25. It didn't go to 25. That's annoying. It did it again. Second time that's happened. And then he disintegrates.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
He looks like when a flame atronach dies. Turns to...
How roughed up's that dude looking?
he looks irritated.
Irritated?
At that
Not
point,
roughed up. God,
Uh,
shoot his ass!
did,
Well,
Scott,
Well, no,
were
you wouldn't be very quiet.
was it mentioned that he was preparing a shot? Otherwise, we're going into initiative.
Yeah, I can do initiative.
Was it, well, I was asking, did you mention taking a shot before, like preparing to, or...
No, I didn't.
Okay. Well, in that case, I need you all to do me one grand favor and roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
What do we all get?
I got a 14.
I got a 3.
I
At
got a
least my
5.
damage was good. Jesus.
Got an 8. Plus
Gosh.
2.
No
So
fucking
I got
way.
10. That
Did
one?
he get a
I got a
1?
natural fucking 1.
Oh, thank god.
With
I-
a
I-
14, I'm still at the top of the initiative.
Or I'm at 10. What'd you get, Robert?
Should I use my ability and re-roll it?
The bad guy got a natural 1.
I was about to say, like, you don't have to unless you really want
He's
to.
gonna be last. The only thing we gotta worry about is if more soldiers show up and then they
Oh.
re-roll.
All
Aside
right.
from that, there's no issues.
All right. Yeah, I didn't go then. Yeah.
What'd you get?
2.
Plus?
Oh, let's see. I forgot about that. 2 plus 3, 5.
So you
Wait,
are.
No, 2 plus. No, 6. I got it mixed up with the proficiency bonus. It's 5.
What is happening? There's no initiative over
Okay,
15
so-
in this.
So 4
What
plus 2,
happened?
6. I got a 6
We're,
in initiative.
We're not really. We're kind of taking it
We're not
lax since we
dexterous
took out 2 of
people.
them. Yeah, we're not really.
You know what we could do? We could quarter this guy and try to get answers out of him.
That's what I was about. That's what I said. I was gonna.
I
run up
wanted to
and beat
capture him.
senseless.
That's why I was wondering how beat up he was. So we could figure out where we needed to go. We're lost currently. We have no idea what's going on or what's around us.
Alright, well. Entering into initiative. He reaches up, pulls the cloak over his shoulder, a long red cape that he's wearing, throws it to the floor, and then lifts and hefts a pretty gnarly looking great sword. Lots of hooked edges and pieces, and it looks it's got a nice Jordan serration to it.
Oh boy, overcompensating for something?
He just looks at you and goes, El tan Aphrodite.
Which is what did he just say to me? Because he speaks that was Elvish, right?
Fuck you and sunk my dunk.
I pull down an eyelid and flip him off. Fucking yeah.
All right.
Now he said step forward and find out.
Am I good to go?
Oh yeah, the cape thing was mostly to
Cool. No, yeah.
incite the crowd.
You need to send me a list of swears in Elvish so I can.
I've definitely come up with so many. I can't even tell you them all.
All right. I use my bonus action to rage, so Trapper just
Absolutely.
encases himself in rock and then just flies at this dude. There. It's like There we go. Just run right up in front of him, and I'm gonna try and punch him twice. Nine plus what's 17 for the first hit.
Turn the snapping back on. It'll stop doing that now. If you want to position yourself more precisely, you can. Does it what
Yeah,
now?
there we go. Does a 17 hit for the
It does
first? Oh, Lord. Yeah, we're right up there. Alright, let me try and roll again. What about an 18?
An 18 does hit. It just
All right.
hits.
We know. We now know.
Oh wait,
Write that down. Write that down.
you.
It count as weapons.
Oh yeah, I get advantage on my weapon attacks because they're strength based and I'm raging, right?
Wait.
I thought that was on saving throws. You got advantage
Is it?
because you're raging.
No, not on attacks. It's
Oh, yeah,
strength,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
strength
my bad.
checks.
I
Yeah,
have it written
strength
down
saving
for
check.
Jug.
So
Yeah.
like athletics and like if you're trying to grapple and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, let me
Do
roll
his
my
fist
damage
count
for
as
my
a weapon?
David, yeah.
I don't know. It would be
It's in-
specified by his class.
When you
I
make
was
a
about to
melee
say,
weapon
it's
attack
just-
using strength, you gain a bonus to the. Yeah, I would say it's a melee. It's a melee weapon attack. I think.
Yeah, I mean it's a
Oh.
strength based attack.
I was asking him for because of my reaction says when a creature hits a target with a weapon attack. I was wondering if his fists counted as weapons.
No, they'd be unarmed strikes.
Never mind then.
What are we
That
talking
reaction.
about? The strength or whatever? I missed that.
The rage damage I get for with my weapon attacks.
Oh right, yeah,
Because
yeah.
of
The rage
barbarian
damage
stuff.
and all that'll count.
Let me roll my dice real quick.
Yeah, the advantage thing refers to it's talking about when you make like if you're trying to pick something up or whatever while you're raging, or if you
It-
do like a grapple check.
So that's 8
It-
with my strength modifier, and then what is... I think I get plus 2 with my barbarian range.
Unarmed counts as melee weapon attack.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it does.
So it does count.
Interesting.
It does. Yeah, if you look it up, there was like some
I didn't know that.
thing that. And in the
If
case
it does,
of
yeah.
in case of beating the shit out of people, it counts.
Then I would
In
have
the case
used the
of
reaction
naming
to use
someone.
Infused strike.
So I get 10... It's 10 damage with all of the bonuses so far. How much do I get for the infused strike? I'll go ahead and roll that too.
Roll a 1d6 and it'll be fire damage
Alright.
because that's the element he's currently got.
So that's 5 fire damage, so that's 15 damage altogether for my one punch.
Oh shit.
One Punch
yeah.
Man.
15.
And I am going to be doing it as non-lethal.
Ah,
Just,
okay.
I am going to specify. I'm punching him with the intent to stun, not kill.
That will put us at a clean 60.
I mean, you can maim and keep them alive.
But yeah, Trapper
Light
walks up to
maiming.
him and punches him in the face. And, like,
Take
fire
out a
comes
leg
out
and
as
an
he
arm.
punches him.
He looks unhappy as you have dented his helmet.
Just spins around like a cartoon.
Spin around, ride round, ride round.
Alright, that is the end of my turn.
Garbin, you are up, sir.
That I am. And I think that what was that one? Yes, that one will do nicely. I am going to cast my cantrip Frostbite on this individual. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That is a math 13. Damn.
Failed. You take
Fails.
1d6 cold damage.
Actually, he's gonna expend something and re-roll that. What about a 17?
Damn. Yep.
Okay.
What do I have? Do I have a bonus action aside from? I am going to tell my dragon to bite this dude. He's on Trapper's shoulder. I'm going to tell him to bite him
He is indeed in melee.
as my bonus action. So that would be 17 plus 6. So like 23 to hit.
That does indeed hit, sir. I think.
So that is 8 piercing damage for my little friend.
Very nice. Anything else?
No,
Scott, you're on deck.
that's it.
Okay.
That'll end my turn.
Scott, it is your turn, sir.
Is there a way for me to just, if I can break through his armor, can I cripple him so he has no way of moving?
That would be way higher DC in order to like try and do that. Trying to like wing him and whatnot, but that is possible. That is definitely something you can try to do.
Oh yeah, I'll try that.
Okay. This is gonna raise the AC by, I'm gonna say probably by 2.
It'll be a 20 to hit.
20.
Yeah, so you gotta be
Will I
20.
will I still do damage to him though?
Yeah, you'll still do damage the same way, but you gotta beat a 20 to hit it, to specifically hit his arm in the way that you're thinking. And then I'll have
okay,
a
well
sort of
then
Get
damage.
it to do what you're doing.
Then I'll have
Well,
a sort
then
of
it-
damage threshold to hit in order to reach this goal.
It doesn't go through then.
What did you roll?
Wait, so I thought it said that because it says on here what my sniper save DC is, but
Wait,
do I have to roll for a different one?
sniper save DC would be like your hide, I think. Your little thing that you could build to hide yourself,
Oh, okay.
if I remember correctly. So you did,
You just have to make an attack roll right now.
yeah, unless you've got like a thing listed out, kind of like with, I think the ranger has that, or the gunslinger. Do you have like a specific like table to injure specific limbs, or was this just an idea?
It was just an idea.
Okay. You can do that, but you have to make an attack roll in order to do so.
Okay. 4. Fuck.
Oh no.
Energy help me. Let me see.
So you
Bring
got
it back down to 6,
Yeah.
please.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
One more time just for the meme.
Are
I
you
know.
sure? I'm gonna tell you right now. There's a lot more. You guys aren't coming out of
Doesn't
this
say, yeah.
fortress for a while. You're gonna be down here, and what you have is what you have.
Oh, fuck it. Then I won't do it then.
I'm just letting you know. I don't want you to blow all your stuff right away. We've got 2 more sessions worth of re-rolling or other abilities.
What else can I do then?
You have your if you have your bonus action, you can bonus action, and you have your movement as well. You're also, well, until you fired your weapon, you were hidden. He now knows where you are.
He's got to move 15 feet to get me though, and I do have a reaction, so.
I was about to say, and I'm also in between you and him.
If
Which
you
I
hide with your bonus action though and hit him the next time, do you get a sneak attack thing?
I'm not sure. I don't think I do. No.
I think
Oh,
I
never
did
mind.
make this map a bit small. I'm going to clear out the fog, and I'm going to make the map a little bigger, and so this combat makes a little more sense. Apologies. Cut the map out. It's not really hiding anything else anyways. That is the rest. Oops. Okay, then I'm going to take the map, and we're gonna... Oh wow, I thought I had this at the right size.
That makes a lot more sense now. I was
I
like,
get-
we were really squished in there.
I didn't realize that there were squares preset on this map. I was trying to avoid maps with that. I literally had no idea that those were there. Hang on, we're not even quite there.
So
yet.
actually, we're not even at full size yet. Yeah, there we go. That's closer. Yeah,
Now we're gonna
that's
go a
about right.
A little more. Just a touch more.
I'd be right
That's
around there
perfect.
somewhere.
We'll leave it there. I'll stop expanding it now. I did not realize until just now. I didn't see those lines until just now.
So yeah, he's
So I
like
was
30 feet
sizing
away
it
from
because
us.
I was like, it's kind of a living quarters. It's not very big. I did not realize there were already lines on the ground. I don't like that actually. Although this map is very good. Credit for this map.
Yeah, it's a
Before
nice
I
map.
forget, the credit to the map. For the map. Fuck, hang on. Loading incarnate so I can say it out
I'm the
loud. I
map.
want to
I'm
credit
the
the
map.
artist.
I'm the map.
This is a very well done map. Oh my god. Oh, spare me the fucking loading. Okay, so... Scott, do you know what you would like to do with the rest of your turn?
I am just going to use my bonus action to prepare.
How many sorcery points did you just use, Colton?
2.
Just?
Wait, what is
Fucking
this?
hang
Is
on.
prepare like an ability or something, or is this...
Or, like, I can... That thing where I just get ready to take another shot next turn.
Transmutes one, and then twin spelled is 1 per level, starting at 1 at a cantrip. 1 sorcery point at a cantrip.
Well, hold
twin
action
spell.
requires your action, but you
Okay.
you fired your rifle. The
Oh,
bonus
might have
action
been.
thing, which I'm thinking over an
Okay,
idea
so I use
possibly
3.
for a later date to do something better. A minor change to bonus action in order to make it fit into the game better, but we'll see. We can fuck around with it maybe later on, but I have an idea to fix the bonus action thing to make it a little bit better. But I will say.
Realized that earlier about the sorcery points myself.
But as far as that, bonus actions are pretty slim on what you can use them for. They're very
Yes.
specific use. Although I will allow you to expend your bonus action if you want to say you're preparing for next turn. It would just be more narrative and funny.
About like when Revian was pulling out ball bearings.
Um,
Oh, well, can I use my bonus action to switch weapons?
you can do that with a free action.
I was about to say, you can just do that once per turn.
Okay.
Alright.
Here.
Or you know what? No, I'll just stick with the sniper and I'll just pass my turn.
Okay. This is done by... There it goes. A wonderful underscore Nanad. That is called Wyvern Barracks on Incarnate. Credit goes to Wonderful Nanad for creating this map. I will not take credit for this one. I've created almost... Nope, I created none of these maps except for the... hold on, I'm on the wrong viewer to show everyone. I created this area map to kind of give us an idea of the what's on the surround. Otherwise, I slacked this time around. I did not realize I had forgotten to make maps until pretty much we were about to
Yesterday.
start.
Oh, today.
No, Kyle, I told you this. I forgot completely. I don't have any maps that are mine. I've edited these, but I will have to credit people for all of these maps that we're going to use, of which I have no problem. I love the artists out there. who make these, because people do much better. My maps are okay. The people that usually make maps and Incarnate that post them are very good at what they do. You should go scrolling through the Explore section on Incarnate if you ever get bored. I highly recommend it. It's entertaining. With that entertainment proposed, Odin, it is your turn, sir.
Where are your resources? That's why I didn't twin spell my Ice Knife a while ago, because I didn't want to waste any early on.
I know, that's why I was gonna just use a cantrip here this time. And twin spell it. No, I'm just gonna do a regular.
It'd be one.
No.
Quicken and twin spell.
I'm just gonna do a regular old.
I ain't got
old
quicken
canny.
yet.
So I'm gonna roll to hit this fool.
Feels like I'm going down into a dungeon in Skyrim.
Indeed.
Go Viking.
I'm telling you, man, while this one is good, this song will always and forever remain my favorite.
Roll the 23.
23 does indeed hit, my sir. My good sir.
What you hit him with?
8.
A firebolt!
6.
Probably,
Viable.
I imagine.
That'll be 14 damage.
Fire damage?
Fire damage.
Wait, what's wrong with the
Are you
fucking
sure? Yeah.
counter?
I mean, it's
14
it's
fire damage?
firebolt. Yes,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go. Alright. Anything else, sir?
I don't think I can do anything else now.
Don't do
I-
that, Kenku. You're making me nervous.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
okay.
I've got to pass my turn to him.
No
We've-
bonies.
We have lost some frames as
I don't
along
think
the
I
way.
have anything as bonus actions.
I've only got one thing, but if I give it to somebody, it'll take up their action to use it. Aside from, yeah.
All my stuff costs an action, which I mean, if you gave me something to use as a bonus action, I know what you're talking about. I would probably
I got the
save
kinetic
myself.
jaunt as well.
No, I've got nothing else I can use as a bonus. Well, I'm done.
Okie dokie. First thing on his turn, he's speaking to these two officers that have now fallen into crispified
Disrepute.
corpses on the floor. As he also gets blasted with a bunch of this fire. Looks around the room, pulls his cloak over his shoulder, throws it on the floor, and then hefts that great sword of his. This guy runs up, punches him in the helmet. Here's a shot crack off and off of the pauldron of his armor. Gets hit with some more fire, and is just being lambasted with flame spells. Left and right.
And ice.
Mostly to the right, and some ice, a little bit of ice in there. And he is going to... First, he's going to kind of shrug a little bit, and...
Truly an icy hot moment.
There was ice explosion before the heat explosion. Thank you very much.
gains
Try
a number of hit points back.
If I had actually hit him with that, he would have gotten hit by fire, ice, and electricity all in one turn.
If I'd hit him with my frostbite, he would have had disadvantage on his next attack roll until the end of his next turn. So I was trying frostbite on him.
Alright, he is gonna step up to Trapper, honestly. First, he's going to move in melee range to here. Alright, let's see. Does a 24 hit. God.
Actually, it does.
Imagine. Wow, I'm amazed that actually fucking hit.
Just barely.
Does a... Now we're mathing. 15 hit.
That is actually my AC.
Oh, shit.
Oh fuck.
Ooh.
Is
Does...
he not going for the dragon?
I'm guessing... No, he doesn't consider the dragon a threat. Not at the moment. Not with the guy that just hit him for, what was it, fucking 15 damage, fire and all with his fist.
I was hoping it may have taken at least one of the hits for him.
I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit.
No.
Oh my gosh. Imagine your AC so high.
Hit.
No, I'm kidding.
That actually surprises me that my dragon's AC is higher than yours.
So that is 2
Smaller
hits.
target.
I should wear
14
your
plus
dragon like
proficiency bonus.
Two hits total. That is...
strap your dragon to my chest like a baby carrier so I take less damage.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wouldn't do any good in an explosion though, like what happened in the last round.
First you take...
And damage.
Oh!
Did you just realize something about the skill or ability you just used against him?
I'm glad you have 61 HP.
Plus my 17 temporary. We're good.
Yeah.
Bring it.
He only hit once though.
Hit twice.
Oh. Yeah, he did, didn't he? You matched his AC. I forgot about that.
Mathing.
Tell me numbers and I can help.
14... 19 slashing damage from the first hit.
Okay.
Jesus.
If you're raging, yeah, that's half, isn't it?
It is halved indeed. You have resistance when raging to slashing damage.
So you took
And
8,
bludgeoning and piercing.
9 damage then.
That
Wouldn't it?
one was better. 16, 17, 18, 18... 23 slashing damage for the second hit.
With my resistance.
No, that
Will be
is
dropped
without.
down to 11.
Okay, so
Right.
you knocked my temporary HP off, and then it's 11 minus.
That would have been
8.
11 and 9, so 20 points total.
And that will end his turn. We go back around to Trapper. He just...
Oh wait, hold on, not yet. I use my reaction to attempt to grapple him because he hit me. Because my
do
subclass
it.
ability lets me.
Do it. Athletics
Bruh.
check. With a
I have
contested
advantage on
athletics
this.
check.
Nice, nice.
Alright, that's an 18 plus 8, so a 26.
Yeah.
Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, fucking shit. It was a 20 and it rolled over to a 2. So,
Oh.
my good sir, beat an 11. I fucking dare you. Yeah, right. So
He did.
He is grappled.
So yeah, Trapper grabs his ass after he hits him with a sword.
Yeah, he fucking... Ding, ding, and then fucking just gets like...
Did he not like the goosing?
My health is.
You said he grabbed his ass. Did he
Hmm.
not like the goosing?
Goosing?
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do math.
You never heard of goosing somebody, walking up behind him and pinching him on the ass?
Never heard that in my life.
Alright.
Yeah,
now
must have
that-
been an older generation thing.
You ever heard of corn talking?
Yes, that I know.
Okay. So at the beginning of my turn, since I'm grappling him with my unarmed fighting initiative feat, I do 1d4 bludgeoning damage to him, just at the start of my turn.
Ooh.
Nice,
That's 4 damage.
nice.
Hell yeah.
And now I get to punch him for real.
He takes how much damage again?
4.
4.
Okay.
Roll up this first attack. 23.
23 definitely hits.
And a nat 20 at the end.
Oh, hell yeah.
Piece of
Oh,
candy.
Alright, so
I'm gonna do a reaction for that second one.
awesome. Alright,
What's that?
so for that
1d6 infused strike from the dragon.
All right.
so for the first one, we're rolling
That's-
just the 1d8.
That'll be 2d6. Oh yeah.
I rolled 8 plus, so that'll be 10 for my first attack. And then here, so I rolled 2d8 for the critical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Or you can double the d8, however you want to do it.
You can roll 1 and double that number, or you can roll 2 and just take that number.
Wait, did you say 10 for the previous?
Yeah.
Okay.
because I rolled it, yeah, I rolled an 8,
I was at
and
66.
then with all my bonuses.
Was 76.
And so I rolled
66 to 74 would be the +8.
What do you mean plus 8? He said it was 10.
Oh, he did say 10 to mine. He said he rolled 8. That's what's confused me for a second. My bad.
We're all confused.
And then that
All a
critical with all of the damage added together is 18.
18.
Yeah. Because it was 15, because it was 10 with my dice rolls, plus 5 from my bonuses from
Oh,
strength,
yeah.
and my rage, and then plus 3 fire damage from the infused strike, so...
Would the infused strike be doubled because of the...
Yeah. You roll extra dice. You roll in another dice.
Oh, let me roll one more d6 for that infused strike. So that would be plus 2, so... Add
Plus
2
2
more
more.
damage to that.
Hell yeah.
So Trapper, once again, punches him 2 more times.
Big dick swing and move. Big dick swing and turn.
Ooh-la-la.
Very well done. All right. Do you end your turn, sir?
No. Or
You do.
actually,
Bonus action.
oh yeah, I do. I can't do anything with my bonus action, so we are good.
All right. Arbin.
What's he looking like?
He looks roughed up.
Alrighty.
He's not staggering yet, but he's been roughed.
I am going... Nah, I'll hold that off for now. I'm gonna move up to the edge of this table. Right here. As my movement. And I should have a not impeded sight of him from here to here, even though he's in his arms. Is that going to affect my
Nope.
aim? I will... I'm going to try and frostbite him again.
Go
So he
for it.
needs to make a con save.
Constitution save. Damn. Let's see. Math. 14. 14? 14.
Nice.
Shit.
So, you failed. So you take...
He's going to use this other thing.
Oh, and roll again?
I will tell you, he is out of them after this. It is an indomitable.
Woohoo!
It's 14 again, never mind.
Yoo-hoo!
He got fucked on that one. Not this
Alright, so-
time.
For one, he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll that he makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
And it will take 2d6 cold damage.
Wait, did you say that thing was an Indomitable?
Indomitable, yes.
Oh,
Had the
jeez.
ability Indomitable. That's what was allowing him to reroll those. He takes 10 cold damage I got lucky. I got a 6 on one of them.
Oops, how was it? Fuck.
That's an
90.
interesting place to be.
90 what? 96 is what I was at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
96. And you said how much damage?
10.
10.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna tell my dragon to bite that bitch and then come here for a minute. So, I'm gonna roll to hit his ass. No, he missed. I rolled a 16.
Yeah, that does indeed miss.
And then I'm going to have him come back to me for a minute.
Alrighty.
Does he take an opportunity attack leaving range, or is the grapple enough to keep him occupied? Because he was on Trapper's shoulder.
Don't know the answer to that. It is right there. Yes, he will opportunity attack.
Well, let's see if he hits him.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I
He
get both?
is capable of doing so.
Okay.
That means...
Roll to hit, sir.
which is at disadvantage?
Because he's grappled?
No, because of your thing that you gave me, his next melee attack.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
His next melee attack until the end of his next turn. Weapon attack.
Okay, so this will get rid of this for me. So disadvantage, so a natural 20 and a 4.
Failed.
So he misses. 'Cause that's like a something, I don't even know. Like
And he has used his reaction until his turn, till the next round, right? Or until his turn.
till his turn.
Until his turn. So he has used his reaction, people. And I apparently got rid of his reroll thingy. Yoo-hoo! I'm done. That was my bonus
Scott,
action
you
for
are
the
up.
dragon.
Sorry, I was scratching my leg.
Oh, you're good.
What you got for us?
I'm gonna try to take more shots at him.
Okay. So,
Okay, so
Regular
Attack
or
action.
specific?
what?
are you shooting for the limb again, or are you just trying to hit him?
I'm just gonna hit him.
So the next problem is Trapper has him grappled at an angle facing away from you.
Can you hit him?
What do I need to not hit Trapper?
Song is always so loud. I might take that out.
Does that add a bonus to his AC being partial cover from Trapper?
It would. The attack would be at risk of hitting Trapper. Because he's Trapper straight up is like in the way.
I can use my movement and then try and hit him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
How much to move right here?
Where?
Right here.
Oh, that would be some. You have to go kind of around 25 and another 25-ish. 50 feet.
The distance.
Depends on
But
how
if
how
you can
get
get
there.
over here, you should be able to still shoot him over me because I'm short. If needed.
Hmm.
Because you have a
I'll do
line of
that.
sight over this direction.
I'll do that. I'll move here.
Okay.
I am 3 foot tall. I am small.
All right, and take your shot, sir.
Okay, let's see.
Ranged attack with
It's
your rifle.
one. It's 1d12 of piercing damage.
Roll your attack.
18 AC.
Bro,
Oh! Wait, that was a D12, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you gotta roll to attack first.
oh okay.
Yeah, you roll d20 and then add your attack modifier stuff.
8 plus 5, so
13.
13.
Yeah, be your dex plus your proficiency too.
18.
18 is the number to beat. So go ahead and roll your
Beat the beat.
damage now. So d12 plus dex.
Okay. Add the dexterity modifier to
Yep,
it.
add
It's
your dexterity
pretty much
modifier to it.
also 15.
Another 15.
On top of where is it? I'm gonna use strike overdrive. It doesn't need for me to use my jewels, but I can only use it 3 times before I have to rest.
Right.
So 15
Okay.
plus a D4. 18.
18 total. Nice.
Ooh, 18. All right, so that'd be an added 3, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, he's looking rough. He's looking rough. He's unhappy at the numbers in his face.
Mhm.
Do you wish to do anything else on your turn, sir? You have a little bit more movement and your bonus action if you have anything you can do.
I'm gonna get right next to Garbin.
Okay.
I pass my turn.
All right, Odin, you are up, sir. What do you got?
I'll keep it short and simple. Move here, I guess, where I can see the dude and not hit Trapper. And I'm gonna cast another.
Do you have something that could contain him in some way? Or restrict him even more?
Not a damn thing. No, I'm literally mostly attack.
Thought so. Mostly, so I might. That
So
frostbite's
I'm
that
just
it?
gonna hit him. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with another firebolt. I'm gonna get his ass.
You're gonna cook
I'm
him in that
not-
armor.
I'm not gonna get his ass. That's a fucking 13.
Miss, sir.
Swing and a miss.
Wait, I'm done. That's it. That's literally all I can do.
Alrighty.
I don't want to twin spell it. It's a waste.
Oh, that's a disappointment. Well, from grapple, he's gonna attempt to try and hit you until you let him go.
Good luck.
Indeed. Alright, so...
Not confident enough in his strength to try and break free, I see.
Takes an action. And,
I know.
athletics or acrobatics check. He don't care
Uh-huh.
about that, he'd rather just kill him.
I was about to say, contest my athletics. I dare you.
He's just like, fuck it, I'll just kill him like this. Alright, and...
He's like, this is a one-way shield already. I can just stab this dude in the gut until he dies.
22.
Yes.
21.
Yes.
An 11.
No.
Pretty sure that's exactly what I rolled last time. Alright, you are fortunate. It's less damage now.
I'm just glad to finally have someone hitting me, you know?
That is 12 slashing damage on the first. And
So,
Have?
oh, max damage. That is 17 slashing damage.
Have to 8.
alrighty, I'm at 44.
So he just brings the pommel of the sword up and just. And as he cannot do his bonus action thing anymore, is now your turn, Trapper.
All right. After he hits Trapper in the face with the pommel of his sword, we're gonna flavor this D4 of damage as Trapper just headbutting him. So that's 3 bludgeoning damage. And then Trapper's gonna lift his fist up yet again and try and punch this guy twice.
All right, let's have it.
Non-lethally.
Yeah, non-lethally. 19 for the first hit.
19 hits.
He said a minute ago he was starting to feel bad, look bad.
And that's another 19.
That also hits.
Alright.
I'm gonna hold off on the reaction on this one just in case.
So that's an 8 plus 5, so 13 for the first bout of damage.
So 140.
And then 7 for the second hit.
All right, how do you knock this Elven commander out, Mr. Trapper?
So Trapper picks, with the hand that is like mainly grappling him, he just grabs him by the throat, picks him up, and then just punches him twice in the face, and then just drops him.
All right, helmet falls to the floor, crumpled. Sword drops from his hand, and he is knocked out. Stable at 0 HP.
Immediately I head forward to tie this guy up and stuff something in his mouth in case, for when we wake him up so he doesn't yell for anybody.
Let's drag his ass to another room.
Yeah,
further
let's
in.
go around the corner and also get rid of the bodies that are here in case somebody does come in here. Clean it up as much as possible. I'm sitting here casting mending real quick on everything I can, real quick. Make it look like we weren't even there.
It's only gonna do so much. Fucking,
I know.
This whole area is just scorched black.
I know.
Oh my
Did I
God.
do that?
Did I do that?
Imagine if
Did I
like
do that?
imagine if like the person who has to keep this place clean comes in and sees that and he just drops it and he's like, "Oh, I quit."
They would
They're
faint.
doing a shit ass job. Look at this fucking where their food is. There's a blood trail going down into the basement.
Alright, so
Anyway,
where
yeah,
am I putting this guy?
We're going to try and interrogate him to see if we can get information on where we need to go quickly and quietly, and possibly anybody in the area that we need to watch out for.
Putting
Where do we wanna
right.
Where do we want to move
I would
him?
say-
Maybe in the kitchen.
Either back the way we came or further this direction, but we don't know what's over here. If we want to interrogate him, we'd probably want to bring him back over here so we
Yeah.
wouldn't be in the main room.
Put him. Say Trapper, put him here.
And who do we want to keep an eye out for anybody that may come in while we're trying to talk to him real quick?
Well, Odin
And I'm
is the
asking
only
to
one.
everybody in general at the time.
Does
good
anyone
passive
else
perception.
besides Odin speak Elvish, or is he the only one?
Uh,
'Cause I do not.
I don't have it down, but I don't know if I went through all the different stuff in my bags, in my stuff. I don't remember how many total languages I was supposed to have, but I've only got Common, Gnomish, and Draconic on my thing right now.
Okay, so probably gonna need Odin there to translate.
Yeah, I've got. Elven, Dwarvish, I've also got Draconic.
Then you can hear my dragon talk,
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
And
because
then-
he's the one I learned it from.
So I guess if you guys want Trapper to keep watch, since he has the highest perception checks, he can.
You're the
Might be
you're
best
like a
bet.
like a true bodyguard.
So yeah,
Stand
I'd
I'll,
say probably
both
post
arms
him over
crossed.
here,
yeah, I'll stand right
listening.
here then.
Him and possibly Scott, because Scott has a good high passive perception.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Then we try and figure out what's going on in here. With him tied up, I would like to try and wake him up quietly over here.
Oh, there's
Well,
water. Let's throw
with
some
your
water on
tied up
him.
elven commander, we will pick up next week
Sounds
with an
good.
interrogation.
Because I have a really good deception and persuasion.
Oh
like,
yeah, I've also got good.
+7.
Let's see. I'm
To
gonna be
both.
The one the good thing I have. I have good stuff for this go around.
I got a +4 intimidation.
I've got +8 intimidation.
I knew
Nice.
it
So
was
you got
smart to let
proficiency in
the,
intimidation.
I have +8 intimidation and persuasion, and I have an ability. I have 2 features for this. I have one called, from my background, I know how to talk to people while in the company of people who I am not actively threatening with my actions or who have no interest in talking. They're more inclined to be calmer around me and are more likely to open up. And then I've also got
Nice.
forceful presence. When I make an intimidation or persuasion check, I can do so with advantage once per long rest.
Well, I got it +7 in deception, so I can deceive the hell out of him at the same time, if we need to.
What's my deception?
So, and hell, I did
Mine's
some pretty
15
good
+5.
economy. I didn't use one single sorcery point. I used 1 spell slot. I did good in that one.
I have also used 1 spell slot, but I used 3 sorcery points, so...
What level did you cast that ice knife at?
That's what I was saying. I used 3, because I cast it as a 2nd level.
Yeah. So that would be you used 4 total that round. Then
No. Once
you also
the-
transmuted it into fire.
Yeah, but that's like 1.
Yeah. On top
That's-
of the 3.
On top of the 2, it was a 2nd level spell. It costs 2 to twin spell it.
A cantrip costs 1 sorcery point, and it goes
Yeah.
up 1 per level after that.
Hang on.
That's why I was asking how many you used. When you cast a spell that targets only one creature, you can spend a number of sorcery points equal to the spell's level to target a second creature in range with the same spell. 1 sorcery point if the spell is a cantrip.
Yes,
To be
so
eligible.
a cantrip is 1, as well as a first level spell. So first level
Okay,
spell is also
that explained
1.
that for me then. Okay, I wasn't
And
sure
the
about that.
second level, and then the 2nd level is 2. So I
Okay,
used a
so
total
yeah,
of
you used 3 total there. Okay, never mind. We're good. That explains that. I was confused by that a bit too. You're good. Sorry.
It's supposed to be on my side. It's supposed to be saying I used less
Hey,
than that.
I'm trying to understand what I needed to know for my character as well, because I'd never played a sorcerer. So
Neither
I'm
have
still
I.
learning my guy too. That's why I was discussing it with you.
I've done a lot of reading.
So-
Yeah.
Are we gonna level up?
Wouldn't you fucking like to know? Wouldn't you?
Just felt like poking him. Just for the hell of it.
Let's say this is like the easiest combat I've ever done. I just had to get in front of him and punch him a lot.
If we keep beating this dead horse, maybe
I've got to
we'll
set a
restart the part.
baseline. Got to set
Yeah,
you guys
I'm
up to
not
fail later.
I was about to
I
say
had to throw you a bone.
I'm good with a increasing difficulty slide.
Yeah.
But you do in fact gain to level 6, you bastards.
Oh, we do.
That was planned from the beginning for you guys to hit level 6 at the end of this one. Going forward.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was just poking at you just to be.
No, I had
Just
already
mess with
planned to do that. That's why I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm about to be insane.
Oof, let me-
Okay,
let me
I
level
have a
up
quick
real quick.
question then.
Hmm.
And that was why I was thinking about it and why I was asking about it partially. The sorcerer gains an origin
Yes.
ability at level 6.
Right.
My Draken Warden thing says level 7. Could I move it to level 6 to get my next ability? Because it was kind of meshed from a ranger anyway.
I don't know about that because it depends on the structure of your class. Because if it is truly a sorcerer, then it's supposed to be at level 6. But if it is its own class, I don't know, because it might have it at level 7 for a reason.
Well, the Draken Warden was the ranger class, and I was trying to port it over to the sorcerer. And the sorcerer's thing gets it at level 6. I guess the ranger one gets it at level 7.
Okay, that makes sense then. Yes, level 6 would be where you put that.
So we're not
Okay.
benefiting from a full rest from this, are we? We're just...
You already had
Well,
you had a long rest overnight.
Okay, so
We had a
it's
long
still-
rest before we started.
Yeah, this is the afternoon of the next day.
Yes. At most, we might get a short rest out of this while we're interrogating this dude if
Yeah,
he
remember-
wanted to do the 10-minute rule.
We're
But
doing
curious,
we're doing
'cause
heroic
we're-
rules, so short rests are 10 minutes, long rests are 1 hour. Simply
Okay.
because
Well,
it's
I'm just-
narratively interesting to me, and you guys are low-level characters.
Okay, so I'm just asking because if we're level 6 now, my sorcery points jump from 5 to 6, and I get a
Right.
extra 3rd level spell slot.
Yes. All that is free.
Oh.
You have the components. Don't worry about any of that. I'm not worried about. I'm not super worried about components.
And
For the
also-
long campaign,
Am I still
trying
at
to
2 sorcery points?
sit comfortably.
Or do I get all my...
So, for the long campaign, I'm gonna work out something for you guys. Well, just for the world in general, and for D&D, mainly for Avalon in general. When it comes to spell components and component pouches and stuff like that, we're gonna do. I had like it's a loose idea. I haven't actually thought about the structure of it yet, but we're gonna do like varying cost of component pouches, because like wizards are a thing, and wizards have been a thing for a long time. So of course there would be like varying types of needs for component pouches, types as well as costs based on in world they would refer to spells in the same way that the book refers to them, simply because it's easier to discuss with characters. Because every time you watch an actual play and a character's discussing a spell of a certain level, but the spell of the 7th area of power, and it's like, what?
Nice.
You just say 7th level, or in this case, our world uses 7th circle. If you want, that's another one you can do.
I just rolled max for my health.
Hell yeah. Yeah, don't forget to roll your health, everybody. Health. Look at your classes, see what you get. If you're multi,
By the way, y'all see my dragon grow to medium size.
and if you are multi-classed, make sure you choose which class you're going to do wisely. And also,
I
don't
can
forget
now
that
ride
the
my
class
dragon.
if you are multi-classed, don't forget that the die you roll to add health is the die of the class you chose to level up in.
Yup.
I was about to
Now-
say,
I'm a true dragon rider.
hell yeah.
And
Now when I
can move up to
rage-
40 feet with my dragon as my mount.
I was about to say my jump distance is equal to my walking speed now when I rage, so I can jump 40 feet.
Well,
Nice.
I was a slow motherfucker at 25 feet. Now I can ride my dragon.
Now we have 2
which means
bombers.
I need to increase his size. I can't fly yet.
Oh,
I can't fly yet. That'll be next. It gives me the ability to ride him, and he's got the ability to fly, but I can't fly on him.
oh yeah. I gotcha.
It reads as written, and I realize this as I'm reading this, honestly, because apparently it wasn't supposed to be able to fly until he reached level 6. At 7th level, the bond you share with your Drake intensifies, protecting you and stoking the Drake's fury. When you summon your Drake, it grows wings on its back and gains a flying speed equal to its walking speed. In addition, while your Drake is summoned, you and it gain the following benefits. Drake mount. Its size grows to medium, reflecting your special bond. You can use the Drake as a mount if you are medium or smaller. While you ride your Drake, it can't use its flying feature, but its attack increases and I gain resistance equal to whatever element I summon it as.
Nice.
So
Alright.
it is now my medium sized mount.
I am now resistant to fire damage, and spells I cast ignore resistance to fire damage.
Oh wait, does that mean it's gonna ignore my resistance to fire damage when I'm in defensive form raging?
I was also wondering that. As I was like, does that ignore my resistance to fire damage?
I think that you might be able to pick and choose your enemies for that one, but I don't know about that one. That would be DM's discretion.
What is it? What happened?
His Pyromancer class feature lets him ignore resistance to fire damage, and he was wondering if that meant his resistance as well as my resistance to fire damage.
Does it hurt his allies just as much as it
Oh
hurt
yeah,
the
yeah.
enemies,
Unless it
regardless
specifies
of
otherwise,
resistance?
it does just as much. You have to be an evocation wizard in order to reduce damage taken by allies.
Oh yeah, shape spells.
Yeah, I can't. So I can't like fucking cast fireball at my feet. So
I have the hit points to take it.
When it comes to like casting, like having a resistance and then like a bypass resistance, like on self, I'd say you obviously are able to resist it, but as for allies, I would say definitely not. Rules as usual.
so if I cast fireball at my feet,
You'll still have the
have
resistance
It's
because it's
gonna
your
knock the
sheer
shit out
fire.
of you.
I'll
it
give you
does
that.
say it still does say it's well I'm saying no resistance to fire damage. So all right, if need be, I can fucking blow myself up.
Yeah. I'll
also-
definitely say you have resistance to it because it's.
Oh,
it's
it's
kind of what
his
you're
own
going
thing,
for,
so he'd be resistant to it.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's his own thing, so he'd be resistant to
Right,
it at
because
least.
it's kind of what he was going for anyways, and it's
Okay.
It's kind of in there. It's worked in there. I'd say he can resist his own fire.
Otherwise, it'd be stupid for him to take it to begin with.
Right. Like, I feel like that works out.
Also,
Okay, that's what I-
I'm also getting the spell Nelf's Minute Meteors, which
Ooh.
Oh,
Wanna be-
that's gonna be fun.
Oh, what song do I
throwing-
play next?
throwing a lot of little fireballs.
What song?
Okay.
What song to pick up the interrogation with?
I will talk to you guys, well, I'll talk to you guys before next week, but good session.
Yeah.
GG's,
well.
everybody. GG's.
Talk to you guys later. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Alright.
Maybe. I'll have to think about that. Otherwise, I'm going to play
Can't wait.
video game.
Yep.